That's gonna
Oh,
be okay.
am I lagging? I
No,
don't think
you're not. Well,
you're not either, I think.
okay. I see myself a little bit lagging, but that's okay. I hear you perfect, so that's good.
Let's see here. Go
So we're
for
going to talk about money-making schemes, right? And there are a lot of them.
yes. Oh,
Printers, kitchen,
wait. Shh. Hold
sec.
on. I'm just waiting for for it to actually go live. Hold on. Here we go. Okay. And then I gotta check the sound. I gotta do all the things, you know. Come on,
Right.
Instagram. Instagram is lagging. Okay. Say something, whatever you want. Let me check the sound. Oh,
Whatever we want, we're going to say something. Whatever the fuck. Is that coming in clear?
okay. Say something, whatever you want. Check. Oh,
Whatever we want.
oh. I think it's perfect. Okay. Wow, it just
Okay, perfect.
worked right away. Okay, well, we were pre-talking here about printer schemes. So my printer has not worked all day, and why am I getting text noises now? Hold on, let me do not disturb. My printer has not worked all day. I've been sitting here all day. It's 2 o'clock now. My printer doesn't work. And when I log into my account, it says that I used to have an ink subscription and I canceled it. And it said my account is suspended now because the subscription is not active. And I was like, since when do you have to pay monthly for a subscription to use a printer? I've never heard such dumb shit.
Right? It's oh, and it's such a money-making scheme because even if you take only the printer colors,
Mm-hmm.
if you have to buy them separately, they're almost just expensive as a complete new fucking printer.
Yeah,
How
right.
does that make sense? That's just like okay, throw away the whole fucking printer because I just need new colors, so I buy a new one. I
Yeah.
don't get it. I mean, footprints, environment, they don't give a shit. They don't give a fuck.
Nope. And last time, actually, so I had something wrong with the printer one time prior to this. And I don't know, like, I could not figure out what it was. So I called their customer support, and literally, this is what he
Oh
said.
shit!
So he said, "Well, okay,
Right,
to change some settings, yada yada yada." So he said, "I can do, you know, when you screen share, so they can operate your screen. You know what I mean?"
right.
So either way, he was like, "Well, you just have to go in and do this and this." And I don't even know what I was thinking because I was like, "Okay, fine, do it then." But I could have done it myself. So he does it, and as he's like operating on my screen, he's like, "Oh, so we have to. You have a virus." And I was like, "Oh, do I now?" Yeah, so we can fix that. So that's going to be $79 right now. And I was like, "Do you think I'm an idiot?" Like I am a little bit of a computer nerd, and I certainly don't have a virus, let me tell you that, because I have all the bestest freaking virus bullshits, everything, VPNs, like all the things, right? And he was like,
Right.
I was like, get out of my fucking computer. Like, get out. Yeah.
But it's oh my! Why is it that people that do these schemes, and there are a lot like secondhand car dealers, kitchen. Have you ever bought a new kitchen and you felt like I'm being ripped off? I'm paying for like a cabin, which is normal wood,
Mm-hmm.
and some devices, okay, but
Mm-hmm.
why does it cost so much? And then when you ask like, can we have a better price? They're gonna drop like $2,000 or $3,000. So
Mm-hmm.
you make feel like, oh wow, that's good. But then you come home and think like, how the fuck did he all of a sudden drop down so much? So I still feel ripped off.
Yeah.
And all these people getting away with it. I mean, we we talked about a little bit on a chat about my card, my credit card. Just like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, we'll block you. Uh, dude, I don't want you to block my card. Well, we just did. So you have to do some stupid other things
Yep.
to get the card. And here comes the funny deal about it. So I got a new card last week, last strong as I prefer to say.
Uh-huh.
I installed it and it was all checked, all good. I was checking my bank account the other day and it's blocked again. The new card
Why?
is blocked again. I mean, So I'm going to be in trouble because a lot of things related to work are, the expenses have been paid with the credit card.
Yeah.
Because you can't just do it with a debit card or whatever. So,
Mm-hmm.
oh yeah, it's going to be food for my lawyer. I mean, she was laughing when she started to hear the story, and now she's probably rolling over, just like
Yeah.
not going to stop.
Yeah, and I mean, like something is working. So the letters I'm about to send out here is so we're doing the debt discharge, right? And the last
Hmm.
batch of letters I said, so I've sent out all these letters, and basically this is the final warning before I file the lawsuit, right? Isn't it funny how, for some awkward reason, the letters can't get delivered, but they've been delivered every time before? So that one of them said no information available. Okay. The other one said forwarded, maybe the wrong address. Wait a second. What? No. And the other one is now, and two of them have been moving in the network for a month. And I'm like, okay, these companies are clearly like refusing the letter or something
Uh-huh.
because they're fucking
But
scared. But yeah.
but we can pull off the same trick,
Hmm.
right? We can do the same trick. So
Absolutely.
I I got a fine, and it was a big one, last strong.
Hmm.
So the thing is, a little story. I had this magnet advertising for on my car, so I put it on my car. Really happy, me driving. I was going to Germany, which is cross border for me, like 10 minutes drive.
Uh huh.
I was going cross border to get some gasoline because it's like 30 cents cheaper than here in the Netherlands.
Wait, so you go to
Okay,
a different country for gas? This is great.
yes, groceries, food,
Yeah.
everything,
Wait, so you have to
basically
pay
everything.
for it every time?
No, no, this Europe, baby.
Oh, they don't care about that. Okay, I forgot.
No, we don't have this. So we got border security somehow. So if you're
Yeah.
really like a retard, then or do stupid
Actually,
things,
I
or
remember I
you know,
drove to Germany once. Yeah, you're right. No, we did have to share
right?
for back then, I think. Okay.
Well, how many years does it ago? Like
Uh,
15, 20
it
years ago?
was a school trip. It was probably like 25 years ago. We had a guy on our in our school that didn't have a passport, so we hid him in the toilet on the bus, but they found him. I mean, we're like
but
15 years old or something. It was pretty funny.
Scandinavia is, of course, it's not a different continent than Europe. So probably you could uh, show your passport, or they have some border control. But so me driving in my new car, my I call him Ragnar, he's Swedish. And all of a sudden, I see, cross border, like, oh, Germany. So I think, oh, now I'm going to step on the throttle. You can drive as fast as you want if you want to. So I try to, but then all of a sudden, this advertising magnet flew off the fucking car. Like, fuck.
Ah,
So
yeah,
I put so I pulled over, put my indicators out, like warning, warning, on the is it the skirt of the highway, so it's
yeah,
next to the highway.
yeah.
So I walked and I saw, like, it was not, I think, 10 seconds max. It was 10 seconds until I saw on the other side of the freeway a police car, like a black one with blue lights, passing by. Just okay, what the
Mm-hmm,
fuck, right?
mm-hmm.
5 minutes later, this motherfucker is gonna pull over, and like he said, this is really dangerous and stuff like that. You gotta go back to your car. Okay, so can you identify yourself? I could pull off the trick with sovereignty and all that stuff, but I think, maybe this is not the best moment to pull that kind of stuff up. So I thought, okay, here's my ID. So he said, I'm gonna fine you for
Can you not just write on?
pulling, yeah, for pulling me. He wanted to fine me because I used the emergency skirt not for emergency. I said, what about that someone is going to hit that fucking sign, which is 70 by 30 centimeters. It's quite a big sign, and he's going to be on his fucking car. That
Yeah.
will crash 100% in his fucking. So that's the emergency, right?
Uh-huh.
So I told him twice the story. Twice he said, I'm going to fine you. The car's not insurance. I said, that's bullshit. I can show you the insurance right now. So then he said, okay, you can go now. So I go. One strong later, I'm going to get a fine of $320
Hmm.
of not using with an emergency the emergency skirt. So I'm going to sue these motherfuckers.
You should just take your ticket. I don't. I think you will work in Europe. You write on it, "Do not consent to contract," and you send it to court, and they have to dismiss it.
Oh, that's a good one too. What? I'm going to write that down. I
So
knew this
so
is going to
yeah,
be
that we did a live
fun.
stream about that. So
Yes, I saw that. Do not consent, right?
do not consent to contract.
Because normally they have to give you a fine.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm going to fine you, and then you're going to have the official document.
Mm-hmm.
But I will not take that because it's a contract.
Yes.
And I do not understand. I understand that I do not understand you. I do not. I
There.
am the
So
fucking emperor.
you get it. I was just telling somebody today. I said, if you ever end up in court and they said, "Do you understand?" Never answer yes, because that's when they own you.
Exactimundo. And what is your name? My name is Rob.
Mm-hmm.
What is your family name? That's not the question here. I
Yes.
do not have to say my family name.
No. You also do
So
not
that's
technically not have.
yes.
But
Last year I had a fine from taxes, IRS. I think it's called IRS in America.
mm-hmm.
And they say blah 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 blah. You know the letters and stuff like that. So I said I am not that name.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, oh, you can go to court or you can have a conversation like a phone call.
Mm-hmm.
So these two women were calling from the IRS. So are you Rob? Da 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 da. Said no, no, I'm not. Sorry. Oh, but we sent you some stuff. But I am not Rob. I'm
Mm-hmm.
sorry. But they didn't ask who I am. My name is Rob, but I am not Rob. I'm a human fucking being, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's like I'm a policeman. No, you're not. That's your job. That's your occupation. Occupation, is that the right word?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm a wrestler. No, you're not. That's something that you do for a hobby or for a living. But
Mm-hmm.
you are not. You're just a human being with a good hobby.
Yes.
So funny.
I know.
So funny.
I said I was talking to some people in my family today about this, and I want to find more stuff in Europe, because I know that sometimes I tell people about this stuff and they think, "Oh, but that's only in the United States." No, it's not. It's everywhere. Same shit everywhere. Same shit, different name. Maybe the
Yeah.
name of your law is different than here, but it's still the same stuff. So I love when I hear other people that are doing the same thing. Yes, no, this isn't just in the United States. This is
No.
global.
And but you have to do the work. You have to figure out what can I say, what do they mean when they say this or that.
Yep.
Because just like say if you're going to get a fine, you are taking the contract so you
Yep.
understand
Hmm.
already. So
Yes.
I'm not going to take it. I'm not going to take it.
Mm.
Well, it's your fine. Well, put it somewhere where the sun doesn't shine because I am not willing to have a contract with you.
Yep.
That's the easiest part. That's the easiest
Have
part.
any crime.
That's the other thing. There should be normally if people want to charge you, there
Hmm.
has to be there's a personal damage or there is a damage of property.
Exactly.
If it's
Exactly. And you didn't do either of them.
no, no, but probably I secured
Yes.
the
So.
property of the state not to have a big fucking accident.
Hmm.
But of course, they don't look at that. I mean, even if I go to what I don't know what's it called. So there's one guy under the judge, the officer of justice or stuff like that. I have to write a letter to him or
Hmm.
talk to him. And if he's not in agreeing or doesn't do the good shit, then we'll go to court, motherfucker. I don't
Hmm.
care. I mean, the real fascinating thing is I drive professionally.
Hmm.
So I'm 52 years Windows young. Right? I do more than 30 years, 65,000 miles a fucking year on a car commercially.
Hmm.
And now you're going to tell me that I'm a fucking retard because I was doing stupid stuff? How does that end up? You gotta be kidding me.
Yep, I know. I'm about to. Well, here's the thing. I don't necessarily really want to waste my energy on this, but I'm gonna have to. I'm evicting somebody from my house. So, and I was trying to be nice to her and explain a little bit about the common law, but she ain't
Mhm.
listening. So I was like, "Bitch, you're going down." I'm sorry. I was like, I don't have the energy for this. No, but so while I'm on FaceTime, I had somebody go over to my house, and she's calling Metro, and I was like, I don't even know what that is. And they're like on the phone. Yes, you have to do a proper eviction process. You cannot get her out of the house within, she has this many days and 1 to 3 months. And I'm like, bitches, why are you on her side? She hasn't paid rent. Why is the system on those people's sides? And I'm like, you know what? And she's like, you have to do this and you can. And then she also says to the lady on the phone, she made up like her own paperwork and put on my door. Made up my own paperwork. I'm like, is that what you did, bitches? Yeah. Okay, good luck. I'll see you in court. I was like, God damn it.
But it's why is it that people that are we talked about it just before? Why do these people have a right for existence? They are being protected by the law too.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what it is with you guys, but we have so-called free market, right? So
Mm-hmm.
if I have like three establishments in a city, I can charge 10 euros for a Coca-Cola. I can charge 15 euros or 2 euros.
Mm-hmm.
It's up to you if you're going to pay it.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't make any sense to me because the thing is, I like it when people are commercial. I was in commercials and in sales for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
But when you squeeze things out, like if you go to a festival nowadays,
Mm-hmm.
they know you can bring your own food, you can bring your own drinks. Everything's gonna be oh. You can get your food right here for like $20 for a little bit of spaghetti or whatever the fuck.
Yep.
You know, $10, $20 for a beer. Like what the fuck? I'm locked in a cage, and I have to consume because otherwise I'm not a good festival.
Yeah. I don't know. It's ridiculous.
Dude, your hair is so fucking wow.
I just trimmed it a little bit again. Do you know I cut my own hair like 5 times now?
Wow. Oh,
Still a little
so
bit hair in the bottom here.
normally I shave my hair or trim it, but for this occasion I would just want to show you what Alovea did for me.
Mhm.
So here was a spot.
Go
There
go
was no hair.
go backwards a little bit. Let me see. There.
Oh yes, I
Yeah.
see. Yes,
There you go.
there
Oh,
was no hair here.
that's crazy.
I gotta trim it every single strong.
Uh-huh.
That's I'm maybe gonna grow it. I mean, why not? My hair here, my beard is that's dude, that's amazing. Like it's really thick.
Mm-hmm.
I never had thick hair,
To my
and it's growing like a mother. Yeah,
yeah,
the
my eyes
brushes.
are like super big now.
Wow, my nails.
Yep.
Oh my god! Every single strong, I have to cut everything. Like weeding the garden.
You can grow claws now. Yeah, I haven't had and they're not like soft. They're like super thick.
Oh, yes, I was thinking about, yeah, I don't know, growing one. I used to do that when I was working in a warehousing
Mm-hmm.
to instead of cutting stuff, you cut it with your nail.
Kidding. Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, yeah, I see you laughing, so you know what I'm trying to talk here. Wow, aren't we living in very interesting times, Max?
Yep. Sure are.
Because we are talking about this kind of stuff, like the schemes and what we are capable as humans to do against it. It
Uh-huh.
seems to me, which is real fascinating, that a few years ago I was called conspiracy terrorist, whatever the fuck they want
Terrorist.
to call it. Yeah, yeah, terrorist, therapist, it's all the fucking same, right?
Yeah.
The for the system, the
Sure.
beast system, everything is ooh boo boo boo. So the thing is, back in the days, you couldn't find from several subjects enough
Mm-hmm.
information. Then all of a sudden, all was cut out. Now, every single time, even when I open up with my other accounts, Instagram or TikTok,
Mm-hmm.
it seems that the algorithm is pushing all the stuff that we shouldn't talk about. They
Yep.
can't hold it. It's like a dam with a little crack.
Yeah.
Eventually, all the water is going to get out. So I'm really, really,
It's
really.
it, but how do you know what the fuck is legit now? Because now, like you're saying, now it's so much of it. So how the fuck do you even know which one to look at? You know? Because then now everything's so trendy to be a conspiracy theorist, and I was like, so I believe that a lot of people it's still just a bunch of bullshit in a lot of places.
Oh yes. But that's the thing. Even if we know, like, okay, let's line up all the things that we do not know or we have some
Uh-huh.
contradiction against it, right?
Yeah.
So is the Earth flat or a globe? I don't know. I'm on it. I can't get off. I don't give a shit. But still, it's in your head.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, if there's real proof, like, oh, this is it. What are we gonna do then? Well, are we still gonna debate each other on Instagram? Like, I don't know. What the fuck? There's so much
I mean,
strange stuff going on
matter.
that we shouldn't
I think we
write.
question everything, and we should be open to that anything could be possible. It's like right now, I commented on somebody's post one day. They were talking about mermaids, right? So
Hmm.
they're saying that, oh, they found some cool mermaids, yada, yada, yada. And then people are starting to comment. Don't even ask me why. I'm looking at some of this shit and they're just writing a bunch of shit. And I said, oh no, they're saying that somebody's killing mermaids or something. So I said, yeah, let's save them. Oh my god, I have 15 people arguing me now, saying mermaids are evil. They eat humans. And I was like, okay. And I said, have you ever have you ever seen one do that? No, but no, I know I'm like there's a whole series of people now arguing with me, and I was like, I don't give a fuck what you think. Like, if you think mermaids are evil, like you can think that, that's fine. But they're like saying this and this and this, and I said, do you have any proof for any of the things you're saying? I'm not saying. I'm just saying I think we should save the mermaids. That was all I said. Like, whether or not they're real, whether or not they're evil, I don't give a fuck. I just think we should save them. And all you guys are like, this, mermaids do this and they're demonic and then they eat humans. And I was like, where have you seen any of these things? Except for somebody's
Wow.
TikTok video. Have you actually met a mermaid? And have you seen them eat a person? I don't know. Not saying they haven't. That's not what I said. But I'm just like, they're putting all this energy in trying to argue with me that they're so evil. And I was like, show me something. Show me some proof, man.
Right. But that's the thing. Even if you talk about it negatively, like, oh, that's all bullshit, that is giving energy to the subject.
Yep.
Don't talk about the subjects. I
Yep.
mean, I think we're all grown up right now that we do not need any religion or politics to involved in our lives. I think that we can manage ourselves pretty fucking good. Not with a stupid asshole that's in charge doing crazy stuff like making
Yep.
wars and stuff like that. I don't think that any country that the people on the streets say like, oh yeah, we need a war. We need to kill these motherfuckers because I don't know why, because but we need to. It's just for the big money making machine. That's why they want to do it. If we're gonna cut that loose, I was talking to him in my podcast about it. Like, let's say we give the system all the money they want.
Hmm.
Like, okay, I got my money. Everybody's just push it into it. What are they going to do then? So now you want to grab everything, and all of a sudden you got everything. What you going to do? The money is going to be worthless
which is coming
because
soon.
nobody has money.
Money is already becoming worthless, which is
Yep.
why, and I said I had this conversation with my friend today. He said, "But how can you not care about money?" I said, "I don't care. I didn't say I don't care about wealth. I do care about wealth, but
Mm,
money because I don't believe money is going to work because they're already almost lost its value and soon they won't exist." I said, "I didn't say that I believe in wealth. But what is wealth? Wealth is knowing how to heal yourself. Wealth is knowing how to do if you get injured or hurt, what do you do then? Wealth is knowing how to heal yourself with your mind. Wealth is knowing how to change your reality using your mind. Wealth is knowing how to survive, how to get water, how to maybe hunt, how to start a fire, how to I don't, this is wealth to me, you know? Then I also
yeah.
have a bunch of crypto and shit. I'm like, I didn't say that I don't have anything. That was not what I said. I said I don't believe in money. That's what I said.
Right. It's
Also,
just one tool that it's gonna be
also knowing that your
done.
signature is a legal tender, so your signature has more value than actual money. I can do a signature. I have all the wealth in the world.
Right. That's the thing. Even the $100 that I brought from America to Europe, I wanted to
Mhm.
exchange it to Europe,
Uh-huh.
to euros, and they were just like,
Yeah.
"Oh, it's going to be $60." I said, "What?" I mean, just burned 40 fucking dollars. So I said no. But the
Yeah.
funny thing is, it's $100. I can't buy shit here. The hundreds of euros that I brought into America, that I, for traveling and stuff like that, expenses and all that stuff, I
Yeah.
can't do nothing with it.
Nope.
Even Wells Fargo said like, "Oh no, sir, you got to go to an airport to an exchange."
Yep.
Oh, so I got to deal with these mafia bastards that are going to charge me 15 euros to say, "Oh, this is the course. Oh, now for 100 euros you're going to get $80, whatever the fuck."
Yeah.
You know,
Mhm.
for wow, wow. So you have to be part of that system.
Yep.
So I said, "No, I don't."
I actually, so I sent money to my family member a little while ago.
Uh
So
huh.
asked to borrow some money, and I said absolutely. So I sent the money. So I sent so I sent $10,000, which was supposed to come out to whatever it was. I don't remember the exact number at the time of this, but either way, we did the exchange rate, and it was supposed to be close to 100,000 krowners.
Uh
And
huh.
when it arrived, it wasn't even 80,000 krowners because they just took it as fees, but it doesn't even fucking say in my paperwork. They just took 20,000 krowners, almost $2,000 in the fee of the exchange rate.
That's
Like that's
criminal. I mean, that's criminal.
because this person was like, "Hey, didn't you send this amount of money?" I'm like, "Yeah, I did," and I showed the receipt. Well, that's not what we got, you know.
Well, so here comes the thing. Let's pretend I'm a bank.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna give your money to me because I'm very trustful, right? I got blue eyes.
Yes.
Not, but okay. You give me your money.
Uh huh.
So I say I'm gonna keep it, and if you're gonna wait for a year, I'm gonna give you some rent, right? So interest, interest.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So you say like, "Oh, I'm so happy because Rob is going to take care of my money. I don't have it in my pocket. So if I'm walking into some very shabby neighborhoods, I don't have to be worried about my stupid money, right?"
Mm-hmm.
So then you come to me after a few strongs. You say like, "Hey, Rob, I want to check how much balance I got on my bank account because there are some things that are going to be, been taken away from me, like the rent or stuff like that."
Mm-hmm.
So I say, "Oh, that's perfectly fine. Max, you know what? I got a card that's like a plastic card. You can put it in a wall and you can put in some pin code and then you can see exactly your balance." Oh, that's wow. Wow, Rob. That's beautiful. I need that. Okay. Well, there's a little charge for it, but hey, that's normal, okay? Because I'm gonna provide you a service.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that every bank card is, I think it's like €4 or €5 a fucking month? They charge you to see your money that you put on their bank. Like, dude. So if you have, let's say, 1 million people that are willing to give you the money so you can sit on it, you can make $5 million by doing absolutely nothing. Here's your card. That, that's it's crazy. Like, I heard something. I don't know. Maybe you know if it's right. I
Mhm.
heard something on TikTok. So the source is not that wow, but I heard something that in China, if you purchase a car or a house or property, you
Mhm.
pay one-time tax, and then that's it. Here, the tax is being taxed about the tax that been taxed about the tax.
I know, yeah, it's fucking ridiculous.
So
And then
it's really
when I talk to people about the debt discharge, so like here, yeah, obviously here, your social security is a bank account with money in. So when people go to work here, they're actually paying you with your own money, technically. Literally, you already have money and value, but you go about in the world here and you're literally busting your ass to get paid with your own money. So as far as I know, this that the account has an equivalent to $250,000 per month per person.
wow.
This is what the debt discharge is. And I said this last round of letters I've submitted is not being accepted by the banks. So I'm doing another round. And then after that, I mean, I have a body cam now. So my next step after that is to put this on, start recording, and hand deliver it so I can show them.
Oh wow.
Because technically, they are legally obligated to accept the letters I'm sending. So
We
that's
had some, yeah, we had some issues about that too. Even if there was a time, I don't know if it's still there, but you could if you send a letter, you could pay for it, so it's gonna be, they have to sign it to receive it.
no, but that's I do certified mail here, but it doesn't matter if they
Oh, okay.
to accept. So it says it can't get delivered. Why is that? It got the other four letters got delivered. So why suddenly can it not get delivered? They're probably somehow refusing it. I don't know, the actual how they're doing it, but that's just super weird, right? It's
Makes no
super
fucking
fucking weird.
sense.
No, and I was like, I'm not giving up. But do you see how all these big corporations? So what I'm submitting these to are the big banks, right? They're all committing crime every fucking day right to your face. But the thing is, they can keep committing crime every single day right to your fucking face, just like law enforcement, because you're not doing anything to stop them. It's your fucking job to stop complying with the bullshit because the people that are just just doing everything. And I said, okay, I mean, take COVID as the example. You think it wasn't a big deal? Oh, was it like one of my friends was like, why do you have to make such a fuss about wearing a mask? Why can't you just put it on? Because I would go on the airport and I would pick fights with these staff on the airport. And I said, do you not
Badass.
see? Do you? It's not like I want to argue with people. That's not what this is about. But do you not see
Right.
what they're doing? Because you're like, oh, it's not a big deal. Now you destroy the whole world. Indirectly, you as an individual complying to everything all the time, you're destroying the world. It's it's almost like I remember when I was a kid, and this is when I was young. My mom always told me, we need to recycle our trash. And I was like, but why should we recycle the trash? Everybody else just throws them on the street. She said, yes, but if you think like that, if you think I'm not going to do it because nobody else does it, how are we ever going to make a change? One, okay, recycling was just an example because my mom told me when I was a kid, we have to recycle. My mom was like crazy recycle person. And she's like, well, you have one person starts doing the right thing, the next person starts doing the right thing. Like you have to do the right thing. Don't think that, oh, but me as one person can't make a difference. Well, if everybody thought that way, I as one person can make a difference. 1 million people think like that. Now you're not one person anymore. So everybody has to do their own fucking part here.
Absolutely. Amen to that. And you know what? Everything that you see that you can touch, which is not nature made, It's been a thought of someone who wants to make that.
Yep.
That could be a big change. That could be a revolution. That could be some boots. That could be some trousers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people do not realize how powerful we are. But a lot of people are so programmed and still in a program, especially the older people, older generations. Like, oh no, it's just like it is. Oh fuck no. I'm really ready to fight, but not in a uh, like in a physical way probably, but like a mental fight with
No,
with with,
that's
with
why I'm here
the
training my
system.
brain so I can, you know.
I do like that, but I trained to avoid it, like the Krav Maga, Thai boxing, all the stuff that I did. I avoided and yeah, also for my own muscles and stuff like that. That you feel good and you feel confidence, but I probably train just to get maybe out of a situation that I don't want to get in, or where be involved like a shitty shit, like, oh fuck, wrong neighborhood, wrong thugs, they want to fuck me up. Now maybe I can make a chance to do, rah 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 rah. Yeah, well, not like that because you're gonna be fucked. But
I got
you
to
know,
move the other day that would instantly kill a man.
oh, like
Yes.
here, where?
Mm-mm. It's I don't know how to explain. So basically, you let's say somebody's in front of you. So real quick,
Mm-hmm.
you need to jump to the side and put your foot behind their leg and snap them in the chest, and they will trip
Oh,
and crush their whole skull.
oh, that's a good one.
But this is not something you should really practice. This is a one-time move.
Well, yes, that was the thing with the Krav Maga too. I trained in several countries with Krav Maga, which was really fucking cool, to be honest. I would love to do more about that, but then my yeah, well, my lifestyle took a toll on me, and I had to get rid of 35 centimeters of my intestines, and I never was back. Even now, where I'm feeling really really good, I
Mm.
never went back to that same level of physics and stamina and stuff like that. But um, it's also sometimes you just have other stuff to do. I call it my CPR, my commitments, priorities, and responsibilities, and they're not in like training three times, like a train shock, or how do you call it? Um, maybe it's I don't know, but I still love to do some stuff, but I have to build it up very very easily to get back to that old level again.
Me.
I love to do that.
It's another one.
Judo.
I feel like I'm definitely took a step back just from doing a trip. Was traveling some here, and I still train
Right.
much. So now I get back, I'm like, yep. Then I feel a little more.
So are you preparing? Sorry, are you preparing to go to a match? Like really go into it with someone?
I don't care about them.
You just want to do it. You just want to
Well,
for your confidence to feel good,
it's
right?
completely irrelevant whether I do it or not. Like Joel has a fight now, May 22nd, finally.
Oh wow!
Yeah, finally he waited 1.5 year. Uh, he got
Right.
he got nobody wanted to have him on their stuff before because he says things that needs to be said, but people don't want to hear. Yeah,
Yep.
no, I don't know. Like the owner, I started training a little bit with the owner here at the gym, and he was like,
Mm-hmm.
"What's your goal with this? Like, do you actually want to fight?" And I said, "Well, the day I am so good that I know I will take any component, yeah, I'll have a fight then.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, it's not my priority, and obviously he knows what we do, and that we work with kids and stuff. And I said, I just want to know the skill, and also MMA's meditation, which is the next step in my spiritual journey, because being
Mm-hmm.
here doing this has taught me a lot about controlling my body and my breath. So I
Right.
don't, and he was like, "Oh well, I don't actually want you to fight." He's like, "I don't want you to get hurt." I was like, "I'm not gonna do anything to get hurt. I'm not interested in getting hurt."
But the thing, you also did the DMT, right? So you're also on the spiritual path of opening up.
Actually, let's talk about that a little bit. So I've been on this spiritual journey for a very long time. I never used any psychedelics, whatever, in my whole life. And I always told people I can get high on my brain. I don't need anything. I tried the DMT and it was really cool. Do I feel like I needed it? No, because I don't think
Hmm.
we're meant to need anything. You can achieve anything with your own mind. You don't need a substance to do it. So either way, I did it. It was super cool. I had good experience, yada yada yada. Then I started reading a book that is called The Science Behind DMT, and now I was like, shit. Now, because I didn't plan to ever do that again, ever. It was a one time and one time only. But now I read the
Uh
book,
huh.
The Science, and I was like, shit. I wish I would have read that before because now I feel like I need to do it one more time with that in mind because they're breaking down the science of what the purpose of it is.
Right. Because it's medicine. For me, it's medicine. So you got what for me helps with all the stuff that I did, which is quite a lot. Is the intention, right? It's the easiest peasy for the normies. Like, is your intention to drink a beer to socialize, or is your intention to get fucked up and drunk, wasted, and
Or
stuff like that?
like not think about something. Yes, of course it matters. Like so
Right.
I barely drink ever. I can't even remember the last time I had a drink. I don't think I've had any drinks since I came to Albuquerque, to be honest. But either way, let's say that I did have a drink with you, my intention would not have it would honestly be to absolutely not feel the alcohol, probably. And yeah.
Right.
But if you're
And,
drinking,
and
which a lot of people do, to kill something or forget something. So
oh, it's running away from some reality or to put away trauma, which is fucking fine. I mean,
I don't think so.
but the but
To get rid of trauma, you need to deal with it. You have to deal with it to release it.
yes,
If you don't deal with it, it will forever stay inside you. And
yes. So
I
you
have been there.
can deal with it a little bit.
Yeah, I've had to go
S-
through, honestly, the last few years I've dealt with all my traumas, and it's not like a beautiful experience. And I had to deal with my demons too. Like we all have to.
Mhm.
And when I was young, because I was talking to my mom today, do you know my mom never even knew I had scoliosis, and she was like, "I never knew you had pain in your back." I said, "No, because I didn't tell you." And not even when I was a child. I
Wow.
remember these nights when I couldn't sleep and I would laying in bed in pain, but I wouldn't even tell her.
Wow. So what supplement do you use? And do you think that subscribe that you do not have any pain now anymore?
Well, first of all, we don't do supplements. We do food technology. But I want to hear your story
Okay.
because, yeah, I'm obviously, when I first started, I did immune, limitless, and balance. That was it. So
Okay.
my hormones regulated first. That was the first thing that happened, thanks to the balance. So I stopped having these crazy. I used any like my friends in the past have probably seen me because I had for a little while I had roommates, and every time of the month when I ovulated, I would be in bed. Like I could not even step out of the bed. That's how bad it was.
Wow.
Oh, and I mean, they
Like cramps and stuff like that?
I was swell up like a balloon. Sometimes couldn't even like almost move my fingers. I was so swollen and super cramp, like cramp, like crazy cramp. And I mean, like I can take pain, but that was brutal. So, and it would only be for maybe a day, but it was still for a day. And I was like, you know what, whatever. I can deal with one day a month. That's fine. And it wasn't even during the
Right.
it was just the ovulation. So that went away first. I have no swelling whatsoever. I don't have any. I think I've had in this entire year, I had one time when I felt a little cramp. One time in a year. That used to be every month.
Wow.
Like
Wow.
so bad for a while that actually I went to a holistic doctor and they wanted to prescribe me, which I didn't take, but they wanted to prescribe me diuretics because I swelled up so much I couldn't fucking walk.
Oh shit, there's my light is going out again.
Yeah, so
Fuck.
that was the first hormones, and then it took about 2 months for my joint issues. We still have to be
Hmm.
careful about saying the words, obviously, the joint itis stuff. Uh, Took about 2 months, and it was still like it was just suddenly one day I went to the gym and I did some dumb shit, and I realized that it didn't hurt, and I was like, oh my god, wow, you know. Um,
Wow.
yeah, and then my hair. I know again, I don't know when the hair grew out because I was wearing extensions for up until August last year. I had extensions in my head, and when I came here to fight MMA, I'm like, we're literally sweaty all day long. There's no way I can deal with this because of the hair. It's it gets really gross in the attachments,
Right.
and I was like,
Yeah. Yeah.
not worth it. I'm just gonna keep my hair up in a bun. Nobody will see my shitty hair. Whatever. Who cares? Other priorities. I took it out and I'm like, huh, it's actually not as shitty as I thought. That's interesting. So either way, and then a few months later, after taking out the extensions, the core product came out. Actually, I have it. And
Right.
I said on my head. Like,
That's
and
crazy.
now I
So,
have a video. And then I'm gonna let you do a deep dive on your story, but I'm gonna show this one video that actually I was in a lot of times I don't plan to do these things. I'm just sitting and doing something. I was like, oh my god, look at this. So this is my wrinkle. Or I used to I used to do a lot of Botox and stuff. I used to have a lot of wrinkles. Like not a lot. Don't get me wrong. Like I'm in my late 30s. I'm 39. So, but I still had wrinkles,
right.
hair and shit, like we do.
And
So,
your ego didn't like that.
yeah. So this video I did. So you guys can see
Wow.
my face. It's not that I can't wrinkle my face. Like I absolutely can. Oh, I think I'm too far away for this. Yeah. So I can
Dude, you're 39. What are you?
wrinkle.
Come on.
The wrinkles don't stay. Like as soon as I relax the face, they're just gone. I don't even have the smile lines anymore, and they used to be pretty deep. Like I had really deep smile lines before, and there's not a fucking sign of the wrinkles
Fuck.
around my face. And I was like, this is insane. Like, what the fuck do we need Botox for then?
Right?
Yeah.
So I like my wrinkles. Not all of them, but most of them are from laughter. Like I got these,
But I laugh all
here.
the
I
time.
like them. I really like them, to be honest with you. But here, it's like because I lost so much weight. I was almost 100 kilograms back in the days just before my
uh-huh.
surgery.
Uh-huh.
I'm probably now like 85 or stuff like that. I don't know what it is in
Uh-huh.
pounds. I don't know, like 160 pounds or stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that. Maybe a little bit more. But yeah. So my story is, what is my story? Fuck. I
But
mean,
been on it for that long. How long have you used the
I
Acemannan?
used it for 3 months straight until I was in America and I met Phil, and we wanted to meet up, which didn't quite go as we planned, unfortunately. But then all of a sudden, my supply was up, so it's just
Oh.
like, oh fuck, and I wanted to get some more. But of course, well, Phil is. It's not possible because you're gonna wait 8 strongs to get the fuckers out of there. I
Oh.
couldn't get home.
Yeah.
Probably I could get home to get my credit card too. Like 8,000 miles away, motherfuckers. How
Mm-hmm.
do you think? So I didn't purchase it, not yet, because I wanted to go into the affiliate program.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to scale it up.
Mm-hmm.
Although I got some problems right now with my card, so I have to figure that one out, and I have to wait until my attorney, my lawyer is gonna give me the good news, and I'm
So
gonna have a big
what
paycheck.
is your referral link?
That's work in progress. I think it is.
Oh, you don't have one? No, you do, right?
Yes, I do. Yeah, work in progress. Well, work in progress is a referral link. You made it. Oh, I think
Huh?
you made it already.
Yeah, let me check. I can find you. Hold on. I'm gonna put it on here so if somebody goes on and buys some Acemannan. Wait, you just showed me
Yes.
your head with the hair
Yeah.
back. You're like, what is my
Look
story?
at
You
it.
just you just showed us before your hair growing back. Okay,
It's
so here.
but this is unfucking believable.
Yeah.
I mean, I was shaving it because it was, there was no way I could get some. model stuff like that in my hair. But now I think there are some opportunities. Like I like to grow it a little bit, just like I'm wearing beanie all the time, so why not?
Find
To
you.
see how it's going, right? Yeah, found me.
What name
I
did you
think
use?
it's work in progress. Or Rob Nolken. But I think you made one with work in progress, which is easier to find. Otherwise, if you go to disorganizedproductions.com, you find all my links, and I think the second one is Alovea with the link.
But I wonder why I can't find you in the system. Um, Disorganized
So
Productions.
yeah, basically, I had a podcast with Skunkle.
Uh huh.
I think it was one of the first times when he was not with Joel on a podcast, but I did a podcast with him.
Uh huh.
And Snake, he signed it up, and then we had such a blast, and he was talking about it and all the benefits that he got, and about
Uh
how he met Joel and what happened and stuff like that.
huh.
And I was so fascinated, and I said, like, I want to try it, man. I just want to try it. So I did, and I'm really feeling more focused. I'm feeling more energized. So before I didn't use the food technology.
Uh
The
huh.
problem was 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. I was getting low energy. Couldn't get stuff out and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But now when I'm using the product, I'm all fueled up. Sometimes I'll take a little nap, which is maximum of 30 minutes. But probably I could do like one strong with only like a few hours of sleep when I can manage my own hours. So continue to fuel up, to grind, take a little nap when I'm feeling really tired.
Mhm.
Or eventually when people knowing about
Ah,
fa-
100.
fasting, in the beginning you think you're going to be a little bit tired, but when you're over that point you're going to be more energized.
It's like the first time, my first fast ever. So I used to be hypoglycemic too. So I would get really shit.
Hmm.
Didn't eat right. My first fast, and this is when did I do that? That's before I found Acemannan. So my first fast was just not had any help of Acemannan or anything. Oh my god, I felt so bad. I thought I was gonna not make it through, but I did it. And then after that, it was like, oh my god. And then it got a little easier and a little easier. And then I didn't do it for a long time. And then I started again last year. And now I do. How can people call when I do not disturb? And now I do every other week or so. I do like 3 to 4 days.
Oh
But
wow.
mhm. So I still take the products though. So I take the immune and limitless and everything. And I do think because the Ace Manon has all the nutrient the body needs, I think that why it's
Hmm.
so easy. Easier. Easier. Yeah.
Well, the one of the key words with fasting is you need salt, Celtic sea
Oh,
salt.
salt. Yeah, salt.
Everyone who's taking a very long fast, your cells is going to degrade if you're not going to take care of yourself. So that's a wrong fast.
To
But if you take the Celtic sea salt, you have the 92 minerals that your body needs for cell regeneration.
Yep. I think people should do Celtic salt every single day, whether they eat or not.
Yes, I got it always with me. Like, oh, I got one pound, and I
Uh-huh.
got like in my rucksack always. It's so there are a few things to go, of course,
Mm-hmm.
but one of the things it's always like here, especially when it's gonna be. So this is my little. I don't know if you see it. Where am I with the camera?
It's
It's
your
just
hand.
like a little butt with the
Uh-huh.
salt, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's look at the structure. It's so cool. I can't see it with that.
It's too bright. Yeah, you're too close to the camera.
Yeah, I don't know. You gotta believe me on my blue eyes, which I do
Oh,
not have.
I know. I mean, I have the Celtic salt here.
Right. So the thing is, especially now when summer's coming
Uh-huh.
around the door, I'm going to take a hike, and especially when I do the fasting,
Mm-hmm.
when I'm gonna get hungry, I'm gonna walk like 1 or 2 hours, and then I'm feeling like that you're almost gonna faint. It's not like that you're gonna faint, but you feel that you're low of energy.
Mm-hmm.
take a few like really pinches of salt because these are like little rocks.
Hmm.
Oh, dude, it's just like boom,
Yep, I know.
go again. I mean,
Was it?
all the time,
We
all
actually
the time.
was it yesterday? So yesterday we have this Kangen water machine here in the gym, which is great. And then
Uh huh.
the few days when they close, I do distill my water and then hydrolyze it. So either way, don't ask me how we planned this, but me and Joel both had no water yesterday at the same time.
Wow.
It's freaking Eastern, like everything is freaking closed. And we went to the mountain and we climbed to the top of the mountain, right? And we're both dehydrated as shit. And then both of us, like halfway up, I was like, "Oh God!" And he was like, "Wow, dehydration." I was like, "You know what? It makes you feel alive. Let's fucking get up there," you know. So I was like, "Get it." So we got up there to the top of the mountain, no food, completely dehydrated. It was good.
That's
Good to feel alive.
wow.
I want to push myself a little bit too.
But that's it. If you see, I don't like scripture and stuff like that, but stuff has been pointed out. Every single religious book tells about the character of the book is going otherwise to like 40 days in the desert, 40 days in the forest, back off from humans and just like, oh, I'm probably going to die. Well, are we, or are we going to meet, you know, the real source? Because
Oh,
there is no one that is going to distract you from bullshit, right? Because I got my course, which is called Get Shit Done. One of the chapters is appetite for nonsense because we love that. We love the bullshit, NFL, soap series, stupid bullshit on TV. Oh, have you heard? My mom. Have you heard about the forest fires? I said no. And to be honest, I think it's really it's a pity, but I can't do anything about it. Well, you got to know because now you're living in your car, and before there's a fire, and then you're gonna find your Volvo with a body in it. I said, where are these forest fires? Well, in America. I said, so it's gonna skip 8,000 miles across the sea. What the fuck am I talking about? This is boo. This what did all the time. Like, oh, they're gonna take all your money. Boo. Oh, they're gonna drop a bomb on whatever the fuck. Boo. Are you scared? Yeah, because we can make money from you when you're scared. And when you're gonna be, when you're scared, it's gonna be in your system. You're gonna feel weak. You're gonna get depression. Oh, depression. We can subscribe some fucking pills, right?
we have a
But that's the
solution for.
fucking thing. Yeah. So
It's like
crazy.
now they have, what is it, the cancer vaccine. I mean, like, here's the thing: if anybody actually do a little bit of fucking research on these shit, I have a lady. She's been on my live too. She's a 30-year scientist. And during COVID, I've known her for a long time, but during COVID, we were talking. She's like, it's so interesting. Like, if people actually knew the science of these things, they would understand that none of this works. Like, they would never work. There's no possible way that's gonna work. Cause so she was like, none of us are gonna get that shit because we know scientifically it doesn't work. And now they're coming out with all this stuff. It's like, how do people like do a little bit of research? Do you know what the fuck you're shooting in there? And do you also maybe if you actually read a little bit about it, you would realize that that's not gonna help at all. It's only gonna make you sick.
It's the same thing with this. So here's a really crazy thing that I just figured out yesterday. So they talk about the bird flu and all that stupid
Yeah, the
bullshit,
bird
right?
flu
I think it's
they've been pushing.
yes. So okay, so here comes the thing. Yesterday, I got a mail from the government. So when there is a new law or whatever coming, you're gonna get a mail from the government, right?
Oh, really?
So they made a new there was a law for protection of the birds, the places where they gonna lay their eggs for all this stuff. There was a law to not disturb them and stuff like that.
Uh huh.
They took it down. It's now fucking allowed by one fucking governmental whatever the fuck until 2030. That's fucking 5 years to kill, to destroy nests, to take their eggs, all that fucking bullshit. Like, what? Oh, the bird flu is a fucking problem. Why isn't the fucking problem the government that makes fucking stupid laws and
Yeah,
just waltz over them?
allowed
Like,
to take down the government's houses and maybe take their children and stuff like that. That'd be nice.
oh,
Like
oh,
Earth, we can take them down, destroy their houses, and take their children. Where's
that would be cool,
that
right?
would be a
Right?
great.
Or is this? So that's why I love this shirt. I don't know if you can see it. I saw it. This is like
Wait,
obey propaganda. So the first thing I got was like a black marker. Disobey propaganda. That's the first thing you got to
wait.
do.
Why did we
Cut
have
loose of bullshit.
a shirt that says "Obey propaganda"?
Disobey. Yes.
No, but I mean, like, why would they make a shirt that says "Obey propaganda"?
Right. That was my thought. So I saw the shirt. It was on Vinted. I don't know if you know that app. I said I need that because the first thing I saw, like, this is going to be disobey
Mm-hmm.
propaganda. But that's the crazy stuff too. How asleep are we when we print like obey propaganda? Oh, that's a cool shirt.
Mm-hmm.
What are you what's his fucking the guy from Hitler? Um Goebbels? Are you Goebbels propaganda, Minister? Like, obey propaganda. Oh, yeah, Sieg Heil, fuck off. Come on. That's crazy. But you're going to be offended if you have, like, if you go to my web shop, there are some really cool stuff available,
Yeah,
but they will offend a lot of people. A lot of people will be offended by these things.
a
Oh,
lot
wow.
of people. Yeah, where? What are we looking at here?
Oh, so
Where's your?
that's the,
Oh, there's your Alovea link.
yes, that should work. You could
Disorganized
click on it.
com.
Oh, that looks so cool when you
Yeah,
there it is.
there it is.
So it's a so that's a work in progress, right? Yes, it is.
So, guys, you can go to his website and find all the good stuff. And where?
Yeah.
Oh, merch. Is that the?
Yes, that's the merch. That's Disorganized Productions merchandise shop.
Which is your favorite
So
puppet?
uh so whatever the fuck is one of my favorites. And Namaste motherfucker is oh God, that was one of my best. God, get over dogma. I
Oh,
fucking love that shirt. I love that shirt. And offended, good. Work on your trauma.
skipping the world, baby.
Oh, and there's the one I made for Skunk Phil, but I still gotta send him that one. Sorry, Phil, if you're listening. Still
Which
working on it. It was on yes, with the bong in
oh,
time on the right.
what's up,
There it
motherfucker?
is. Yeah,
Woke up today. Yeah, that's Gunko Phil right there.
that's Skunk right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my policy is of course fuck off.
Yes. Well,
Thank you for showing it.
people that get offended, they honestly, who gives a fuck?
Yeah, it's so hard not to be offended nowadays. But the thing is, every time when someone is offended, it's their trauma.
Yeah.
If you say to me like you're a bald, old, tattooed, uh, disarranged rock and roller, I mean, all right, okay. If you think that, that's your opinion, but it doesn't harm me at all.
Yeah.
Why should it harm me, right? But that's so. But we're living in such a crazy time, you know. Shitty. Why? But red, blue, yellow.
Yeah.
Bam! Magic again.
Yeah, that's why I said I had a call earlier here with somebody, and we were just talking back and forth about stuff. And a part of me just don't really care about people. Like, I will care about you if you show that you want to be cared for, if that makes sense. Like, if
Yes.
people out there, I can't for my fucking life care about fucking assholes. Like, okay, we're saving the children. That because which is why I used to do coaching for a long time, right? Coached a lot of people, and then I do a little bit of it still, but I was like, there's something else I gotta do because I'm working with these grown up people. Like, I can't change their fucking mind, and they don't want to change their fucking mind. Like, you're just trapped in your hamster wheel and you're just gonna stay there. And like, I can't force people to change their mind, which is why I started thinking about I need to help kids because they're brand new. They haven't developed like a stubbornness in the same way, kind of, except me. My
Mm-hmm.
mom told me a story today. I'll tell later. So I was like, I want to help kids because they deserve to be helped because they need the help, right? But for grown up people, here's the thing. If I talk to somebody and you say you want help, but then you have every excuse on the planet to be helped, like, I don't give a fuck about you. I'm sorry, but like, I don't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And I have sometimes people like to open up to me, and that, I like that people feel comfortable with me. But if you share your problems with me and you keep sharing your problems, I mean, one time, whatever. Sometimes people just need to vent.
Right.
One time, if you need to just vent about shit, right? But when you repeatedly keep telling me about your fucking problems and there is a solution and you don't want a solution, just shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear your shit anymore. Like, I just don't care. Now you told me
Mm.
times about your fucking miserable problems and you still didn't do anything about it. So shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear it. And that
It's the energy sucking.
if that offends people, they're weak fucking people, and then you don't even fucking deserve to still be on here. And that is my true, honest opinion.
Right.
If like
I
your shit
I
together, grow some fucking. I used to do podcasts about mental toughness in the past. That was like my
uh-huh.
how to grow mental toughness. And I believe that we all should be have our soft side and be vulnerable and whatever, but you have to be
Uh-huh.
able to fucking defend and protect yourself. Like, you need to be a little tough, and people that whine for the smallest little fucking, ooh, that hurt. Oh, get your shit together. Like, just
Uh
train yourself to be able to get through some misery. Because here's the funny thing, like, one example is cold plunging. We're just taking something like that is just one thing I did for a little bit. And this is just a very basic example. Like, you can apply this to anything, but let's say, okay, you don't like cold. I used to hate cold. So I was like, if I get
mhm.
into this fucking cold plunge every day, eventually I'm not going to be fucking whiny about it, right? So I kept doing it until the point I was like, it doesn't even bother me anymore. And this is just one
Right.
example. For example, you go to the gym, you train a little and it hurt, and you're like, oh, it hurt. Keep fucking going and it will stop hurting, right? Right? Like, you can apply it to whatever. Just fucking do it.
Yes.
And
Yeah, you gotta grind it. You gotta grind it because otherwise you're not tough enough for this fucking world.
yeah,
If you are, if you are, and that's the thing. It's so completely turned around. So in the early days, not that's good, but in the early days, people were listening to the majority. Nowadays, they listen to the minority.
yep.
Like, oh, there's one little guy on a festival. There were 10,000 people having a fucking good time, but this one little fucking bitch is gonna take care. Like, oh, but you know what? I want to stand pooing, and there's no fucking toilet where I can stand pooing. There will be a fucking whatever. That they're gonna take care of this little poor little bastard. I don't get it with the toilets either. Like the gender fucking. So first of all these toilets come from the same. I was going to skip branch like squirrel. First of all these toilets come from the same factory. Second of all, how do you do that if you're living with mom and dad and you have a sis or whatever, and your little wiener or your pussy, it doesn't, you can't do your shit? How? So you do that for all your life, but when you go out, you need a different fucking toilet, dude or girl. If you need to go, you gotta go, and you do that on the most normal kind of way. And normally, it's like sitting on a fucking white throne, right?
You know what?
I mean,
Is that like something is online now? I haven't heard that one. That's funny.
but it is so funny that we are. so incapable of not pointing out the real problem. The problem is that we need to harden the fuck up. You know, okay, you like to go to a different toilet, go to a different fucking continent. You know, go to a fuck, go wherever you want to. But these are such little things that are giving so much friction in our society, and there's friction enough about stupid politics and stupid religious that are clashing every single time, and we are not capable of dealing with that. So why should we deal with the little stupid
I
stuff?
actually saw there was some video that popped up on my phone. Wait, maybe I can show it because there was some trans person and it just shows up and how they're like swinging around their dick, so you like see it in their pants and whatever.
Uh-huh.
Just thinking like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Not even the real men should be doing that shit. Like, what the fuck
Right.
wrong with people? Every
Oh, I
guy's
gotta tell you something, Max. I gotta tell you something. So there's a new trend that these women are having these pants when they go to the gym, and it looks their asses look so juicy.
yeah.
So what about, because they're showing their booties, right?
Uh huh.
And you see a lot in the front too, like, oh, here's my here's my camel toe, it's talking to you, why are you not talking back? So what if you do that with the same thing with men? So hey, here's my dick, here's my cucumber, here's my little wiener. That is so fucking ridiculous.
True.
And then they will say, oh, you make a compliment about my ass,
But
well, you're showing it fucking off.
here are the pants that all the guys should be getting. Hold on. This is hilarious. Are you ready?
Only a few
Right.
pages of a book a day can help with your stress levels, your memory, and even your vocabulary. Pick that book up today.
Great, right? Fucking great. Those are the pants you all
Fucking
should be getting.
that's it. Wow, somebody was just jumping in front of me doing that stuff.
But it's like,
But I don't know if you listened to that podcast. I was doing a podcast with Lola Christina too. You did
oh,
you did one too with her, right?
I haven't done it yet. We had to cancel.
Oh,
Yeah, she didn't have a voice.
she's so cool.
And
So
then,
I told her I love trance. I love trance. And I'm gonna tell you why.
I mean, hey,
I hope you're
men,
ready for
they're
this.
just like living their fucking life and doing their thing, you know? I don't give a shit. It's when you come and
No,
push that shit in my face. It's the same with religion. Do you know what I used to hate the most when I came to the United States? All these fucking people that want to like smush Jesus in my face. I'm like, just go do your fucking thing. Stop being in my
right?
face about it. I believe whatever the fuck I believe. I don't need to hear you over and over and over and over and over. It's the same with the trans. You go do fucking you. You don't have to try to
Right.
force your shit onto other people, you know?
But do you know all the benefits of dating a trans?
No.
I'm going to tell you. Oh, I'm going to tell you. Okay, here it is. So first of all, and I'm talking about a trans. So a feminine guy with a dick, but he has tits and stuff like that. So first of all, he doesn't have a period. He doesn't. Second of all, he knows how to play with a dick because he has one himself. So, third of all, it's not that complicated as a pussy with a complete roadmap, like a little bit this. It's a fucking dick. Okay, you got to jerk it off. That's it. So, it has one hole, which is probably tighter than the most holes of some people, let's say. So you get no period, all that stuff. And when it comes to a bar fight, she will stand her man.
What about
Only benefits.
what about energy?
Okay. Well, energy. Well,
Yeah, you
that
don't think
yes.
people have mental trauma? I wouldn't be want to be intimate with a person with mental trauma because that shit will
Depends on what your king or what your fetish is, but no, normally I will not like that kind of stuff. It's like the same stupid stuff that people say, like, oh, I fucked so good, I fucked her brains out. Oh, so first it was a normal girl, and now she's like, why is that? Well, I fucked her brains out. So she's not capable of doing stuff. So stupid, man.
I just
Don't
feel they say
don't do that.
everything is energy and I just have a very hard time believing that somebody that has their either their dick cut off or things cut in like that, where they literally change their entire energy in their body, there's no way they
Mm.
don't have bad energy in them. That is my only thing about it. I'm not, it's not
Wow. Yeah.
or anything like that, because that's irrelevant. But I would never be, and I'm not saying I've never been intimate with somebody with bad energy, of course, which is what I have had to deal with and release. But these days I
Right.
would not touch a person that hasn't dealt with their bullshit. And I found a really
Mm.
good video the other day, and it was saying that most men in the world does not have a divine feminine in their life, because a divine feminine, or masculine for that matter, is a person who has been dealing and going through and releasing all of their traumas so they can truly be what we're meant to be. Most people haven't done this. And so most people on this planet I would never touch, because you have
Right.
energy that you need to deal with, and I don't want anything to do with it. And
That's
it's
so
the
good
same
that you
with
say that.
anybody. Yeah, but it's like, okay, so I live the life, the life where like have a bunch of different partners and whatever. You are taking a little bit of all of these people's traumas and energies, and now you're walking around.
Right. Wow.
So is there a
So,
place
and the funny thing is too that
truly
even
has
if you cut
more
it off,
trauma? I mean, maybe. I just I have a hard
right?
time believing. I think most trans people have mental trauma. Not saying
Yeah.
everybody.
So, and the thing is too, if you cut something off, or you stick something to it,
Mhm.
for like if they're gonna dig up your bones in 200 years or whatever, and s- I don't know
Oh
what the
my
name
god,
is called, like a
imagine that. Imagine them like
yes, they
in the future, and they're like digging up the, or somebody time travel from the past. What is that? Like, what kind of creature? Is it a
right.
he or she? Guys, what do you think? Is that a dick down there? But it looks like a woman. It's gotta be
Well,
confused.
the skeleton will tell you if it's a man or a woman. You can't change that.
Hmm.
I mean, you can stick a fucking dick to it. You can stick a fucking dick to your head, probably. Some people will really need it because they're fucking, dickheads.
Yeah.
Or an asshole right in the face because they're fucking assholes, so they can tell everyone like, oh, you're a fucking asshole. I can see that in your face.
Yep.
But the thing is, if you're gonna cut something off or you're gonna sew something to it, it's not gonna change your skeleton, which is gonna point out if you are feminine or masculine. There's only two ways.
Hmm.
And sure that there are unicorns and dragons, because I got one right here. I gotta show you my unicorn
Oh,
dragon.
what a cutie.
Yes, this is Savage.
Hmm.
She's coming from America, and I really liked what you said about coaching the little ones, the children,
Hmm.
because the woman that I met, which was Savage first, I did a road trip with her in America. We met up for the first time there. We had a fucking great time. So the thing is, she wants to coach children too, but on a spiritual level.
Yes.
No, a lot of um, children are suffering for that because they have to do the stuff.
Yeah.
They have to work, they have to do this, they have to do that. What about the spiritual beings? Because we're all spiritual beings. We're all
Mhm.
light beings, human, fellow humans.
Yeah. I did a live with Alobar, my astral coach yesterday, and I was asking him what his thoughts are on children. And he said that by the age of 7, you should start teaching them meditation, and especially how to cleanse energy, because before they're 7, they're already in tune with this. But he said at the age of 7, their brains have changed, and by then you're gonna need to work on it. So that was his take on it.
Wow,
So yeah, that's
wow,
honestly been something I want to do. I want to start some sort of coaching for children, because
that's so
I just
cool.
got to the point where I'm trying to help all these adults, and you just fucking can't. Either you can be saved, like if you at this point, it, you're not open to natural spirituality and mother nature and all this stuff, like I'm sorry, but I don't think you're gonna make it.
Right, you can pay money just to be stubborn and burn it because you're not gonna do it. It takes work. I say that to my coach. She's like, I can change your life. I changed my own life. Change life before change you is my motto.
Yeah.
And chaos creates harmony. I figured it out myself.
Hmm.
Maybe it can help you, but I can't help you. You have to help yourself. And you know the answers already. And a lot of people that are looking for coaches, they're looking for, some that coaches that resonate with them and stuff like that, and they say the right things. But saying the right things doesn't mean that you do the same things and do the work, because I can tell you like a real good advice, but if you don't do anything with the advice,
Yeah.
nothing is going to work. Nothing is going to happen. So
Hmm.
probably a lot of people pay money to see that they're failing, which is bad, because I think there's a lot of people that can talk from experience and can really coach you in a good way
Hmm.
by by getting the right information into the right resonance. Because sometimes, let's say, some people will like a blue-eyed, blonde hair, long hair Adonis to
Hmm.
tell them, you got to stop smoking and stuff like that, with perfect white teeth and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And others like more maybe the biker type, like, oh, you got to harden the fuck up, you got to get your shit done, right? I mean,
Yeah.
that's basically what we want to do. I want to do, yeah, yeah. Wow, it's so good to be here, because you were doing uh, quite a long live again with Joost.
Hmm.
You gotta love Joost. I mean, that was 4 hours in last time.
We've probably done we've done 5 lives, and I'm gonna say they've been like between 3 and 4 hours each.
Yes, that's normal for Joost. That's normal. I'm living like
Yeah.
40 minutes, maybe an hour from him.
Uh
We
huh.
we uh, we met up a few times, and dude, he has some great information, and he's the kind of guy that should teach other people about stuff, because when Yos is going to tell you something, is going to be on facts,
Uh huh.
and that's what I really like. He could be that professor, that everybody's listening to in school, and teaching things about that stuff. And have you seen his book, or
I
have you read his book?
yes. Most yes, I have. Hmm.
I gotta met up with him, because we ordered 2 copies, and one of them is going to be signed up from him. I'm gonna
Hmm.
take it personal. Yes, of course. So yeah, really cool. So good things are starting to happen. I think, just like we said, we know this the schemes. We know that we've been uh, that everything is a little bit corrupted,
Yeah.
and a lot of people see through. A lot of people are waking up, and more people waking up, and it comes back to one thought of
Hmm.
changing the world, starting a revolution,
Hmm.
and one wakes up the other, and it's going to be so fucking fast that it's inevitable. You can't break it down anymore. It's like what I said, like little pinchy hole in a fucking dike, in a dam. It's going to break. It's going to break. But what then, right? Because, to be honest with you, what do you think about the situation now in America?
Which one?
Like the whole shit show?
Oh,
Like, you want to talk about the whole
oh,
fucking shit show,
where
Rob?
where do up? They're putting shit out in the air, so some days you can't even go out and breathe. So then you just can't go out, because if you breathe, you're probably gonna drop. Who knows? Then we have a friend who is releasing his documentary next month about the chemtrails. So he's been interviewing these people who's been spying on the pilots, and they have proof that it's full of heavy metals. So basically, they're spraying heavy metals in the air. So everybody needs to detox their heavy metals. And then I found this video of a guy in the, I don't remember where he was, in the Senate or something. Actually, let me find that video and play that real quick, because there's a guy in politics that basically came out and told people what they're about to do with these heavy metals. So they're basically trying to pump people full of heavy metals first, and then they're going to
Hmm.
release frequency somehow. However, they do that, I don't know the details, but if you are not detoxed when they do it, you are not going to be very well, let's just say. So I
Wow.
believe in detoxing. Let me see, where do I find this clip?
So is it the detoxing with the baking soda with the
No.
so
Literally, this is what this product was made for: detox heavy metals. I just did my heavy metals
oh
in a row. Yeah, the core.
oh fuck I need that. I need it too.
Uh,
So I filter my water with a Berkeley water filter, which I have right here. So I got my normal water.
I
I
actually
put
have
it in there, and it
here. We do the Kangen water, or the Kangen machine.
yes. The only thing is, what I do not like about the Kangen water is that it's electric. So you need electricity to keep it going.
Yeah, but
My water filter, I can get it right here. I don't need any electricity,
I
and it's going to filter out all the heavy metals and the medical stuff and stuff like that.
here though. I don't think the filter is enough for the water over here.
Right. Okay. Right.
It's pretty bad. So I distill and then I hydrolyze it, and the hydrolyzer, yeah, you got to plug it in while you do it. But
Right.
Joel, he charges his water outside in the sun with crystals and whatever.
Oh fuck yeah.
I don't think here's the thing.
Uh,
I don't think anything can hurt me anymore. I don't think anything can.
no, but what I'm trying to say is, if they kind of cut down the fucking grid, you do not can make your Kangenwasser. What I'm trying to say is,
Yeah,
with I got a little filter, so I
yeah,
just pour water in it.
yeah, we have a 250 gallon storage thing, and then I got two small. Yeah, you just gotta store the.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
you gotta
that's that's
clean
big.
a little bit. Where is this clip
Right.
though?
Good.
Uh,
You talk to your water?
no, but I have lava all around everywhere here, and I never put my phone close to my well. When I'm sitting here on the live, yes, there's electricity, but in my kitchen section, the water and electricity are in different parts of the room, so they
Oh
can't.
wow.
Would never put my phone where my water thing is or anything like that. You know that yeah, what's his name? Messages in water, how the water takes up frequency. So like if you put your
Yes,
phone
the
next to water.
Japanese guy.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't do that.
Yes, but I think he did it with distilled water, right?
Good question. Well, I do distill my water though.
So you do it yourself?
Yep.
How you do that?
I have a water distiller machine.
How you bake pancakes, Rob?
Oh,
Well, with a
okay.
pancake baking
Here.
machine, right?
Hold on. Here.
But
Oh God.
oil in a microwave.
Wait. Let's do that again.
But just stick a piece of foil in a microwave and picture that in your body.
Oh shit!
So I can't say
It's
it,
really loud.
but I'm telling you, I know what's going to happen next. How much metal you have in your body will affect you when this thing happens. It has to do with frequency.
Well, I have a solution, guys. Whether you think it or not, I'm pretty sure that most of you people out there have some sort of heavy metals in your body. This is my test result.
It's going to happen. And you have to get rid of these metals in your body. And it could happen tomorrow. It could happen, but they're going to say it's something else. You're going to have to do your own thinking about this. I don't want to get in trouble. And now you know the devil's plan. Bottom line is, you got to get this out of your body.
I have no heavy metals in my body whatsoever. A couple of months ago, I started this product. It's an Acemannan Betalains collagen fiber prebiotic detox product. Thanks to this, I have no heavy metals in my body. Get on it, guys, because you want to be prepared. Whether what this man says is true or not, I think we should take it seriously, because some
Let's just say that video I recorded a pretty long time ago, and we have already pre-watched our friend's documentary, and I am very sure that what he's saying is true. But
Wow.
I'm gonna promote the documentary because he did for example the documentary Level with Me, where they're talking about flat Earth.
Oh, Sean Hibler. I had him on the podcast too.
Of course, yeah, it's Hibler. Yes, so he has a new documentary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. I know that he was working with the old fuck, what was it? Old It was last year. He brought it out. About Terraria and stuff like that. The old world. Oh, but he's working on a chemtrail one. I gotta fix that one too. I gotta check it out. I need to get him on a show again because there was a great podcast. It was just before he released. He was still working on getting the old world out. That was really cool.
Yes,
Yeah, he's a
exactly.
smart guy. I mean, he knows exactly uh, how to make it really comfortable to watch.
Yeah.
So you and I know that Alovea is also promoting. So if you take one of the products, you're gonna sponsor or you can also give a nutrition. Blah, now I'm stumbling over my words. Sorry, just a Dutch guy trying to speak English.
The kids.
Um, the kids, yeah. So when you buy a product, you also sponsor
Save a child's
that
life.
that
So,
kids
so
save a
we
child's life. That's
buy
the easiest way, right?
this is the exact thing that the kids get. The immune product, they get this exact same thing. They just don't get it in capsule form, they get it in powder form. So the
Okay,
people, the moms, parents, or the orphanage people, they just sprinkle it in their food. Or depending on the country, Mexico has something called Mighty Milk. So they basically mix this up with their milk powder. So let me show. We're actually going to Mexico in a couple of
I would like, as it already is, to be a reason or a symbol
I get
of absolute peace, prosperity, abundance, and change. Creating that tribe of people that can actually bring change when they come together.
And that's it, honey. You don't need the funds. You need the collaboration. You need the love. You need the tribe. You need the community. You need the resonance, right?
Yes.
With that, everything else will be created. Going through the money is an old way. You don't need to do that anymore. Go directly to what it is that you're manifesting. We're not manifesting through space-time anymore. We're going directly into time-space, which is source of ultimate reality, zero reality. From there, you can create anything you want to. I don't need money.
By the way, so we do more things. There was a little girl there. I don't know if people saw in the video that didn't have an arm. I was swinging her around. So we all got together, and she now has an arm.
oh wow. So that was my other question. Is it is like random kids or are these kids orphans and stuff like that? So they really need
It's
these kind of food
orphanages,
technologies.
community centers, and hospitals. So we have 90 different countries, and if somebody wants to
Right.
actually see where they are, this is the website for the charity. It's called Mana Relief. So if you
Mm-hmm.
click our impact, you can actually see the map of where the orphanages are that we donate to. So it's all over the world. And wherever they send them, so they are required to send updates on the children. I think once a month they have to send a report on their progress so that we know
Okay.
that the kids are getting it, first of all, and their actual results. So there are some more like very powerful videos that I gotta figure out where to get a hold of them, because I've seen them on some of these events where they document children. Like some of these children have children, they're not even children anymore. Like some of these people are
Right.
old now, in their 40s. I mean, the technology is close to 30 years old, and some of these kids
Wow.
are not kids anymore. Like they weren't even supposed to be alive, and they're like in their 40s and still, living normal lives, so people,
Right.
Alovea itself is only like 4 years old, but Mana Relief is like 30 years old or something. So this has been around for a long
Right.
time. They just rearranged the way, because in the beginning it was basically you can buy a product, yeah, that's great, and then there was charity chasing money all the time, and they realized that we run out of money and the kids get sick. So they figured out this business model, which is called social business 3.0, meaning that you buy one, you're giving the same to the child. That's what social business means.
Mm-hmm.
You're targeting a world problem, which in this case is childhood malnutrition. You're also, whatever you're getting, they're getting. It's no difference. Then we have a few other products that we don't send them like some of the products. We send them just pure medical grade Acemannan, because that's what their bodies need.
Mm-hmm.
So even even though they don't
So
have proper nutrition, they're getting proper nutrition with this. So yeah, there
right.
a lot of them are orphans and they don't have parents or anything. Some of them are really, really, really poor. Like in Romania, I think they even have those, like they sleep in dumpsters and stuff. It's really sad. But
Wow.
I think Romania was the first country ever to get a donation, kind of like a test, and they had 40 kids die every year, and after 1 year, they had 0 children die.
Wow. Because I was just before I hopped on, not on this show, but when I hopped on like Alovea, I thought like, oh, yeah, well, it's a nice marketing stunt to tell about the children because a lot of people
Come and
are
meet
is
them
getting
too.
to the
You want to go?
heart.
You can come. I mean,
Yeah, sure.
you can come, and they do trips every year. So anyone who joins on and wants to be an affiliate or something, you have the chance to go meet the kids every year. You can actually meet them. Like
Oh
they want
wow.
to meet them, which is why they do it in different ways. Either you can win the trip or you get reimbursed in product credit. Like this year I buy the ticket, but then they give me the money back in product credit basically. So somehow they
Wow. Yeah.
want people to go. They really want, like last year I won the trip, so it was all paid for me.
That's
So
so
they really
cool.
want people to go see it for real.
Right, because I was thinking like, okay, the most of the times when we are dealing with trauma or with people that are delinquent, that are doing bad choices in their lives, it comes because of the parents. So
Yes.
I was thinking about the malnutrition, but like, oh, but we have to take care of the parents too. But now it makes sense because they're most of them orphans or ending up like in a hospital dealing with some health issues and stuff like that. But I think it's really cool to say that we work for all the people to get a better life and to regenerate your stem cells so you can look as good as we are looking. I know, and um, I got compliments all the time about how I'm looking. Maybe that's also the choices I made in my life right
Yeah.
now. But
Yeah.
the thing is, the product definitely helps to get to that next level of more energetic to get to that stuff, uh, more clear mind, all that stuff. Um, Definitely, my hair grows back. I mean, I'm 52. If you would tell me like 20, 30 years ago, like how does a guy look like when he's 50? It's going to be gray. He has no hair. He's going to be old. He's going to be done. He's going to be done. I'm a bad motherfucker, right? I'm doing this thing. I'm shredding it.
Hmm.
Why? Because I can. And I think that really that the product takes care of that also. Not only, but also.
Yeah.
You need
Sh-
all the things lined up, you know. I walk barefoot in the forest all the
Yeah.
time. Winter or no winter. Depends on, how cold it is.
Hmm.
But then again, it's just cold. I was chickening out when I'm doing the Wim Hof with the cold water
Yeah.
showers.
Hmm.
But then I said like, Rob, it's cold water. How bad does it gonna be?
Hmm.
You can turn the fucking switch right away to have warm water. So what's the fucking deal?
Well,
But
speaking of
then,
water, actually, first somebody said my volume was low, so I did it a little higher now. We'll see. But I had a conversation with my friend before because water is very important because the majority of your body is made of water, right? And I think that a lot of people are drinking really shitty water, or they're drinking it out of plastic, or they're drinking, some
hmm,
countries drinking tap water. Actually, I was talking to my mom today and I said, I don't think you guys in Europe should be drinking tap water. I'm sorry, but I actually don't think that's going to cut it anymore. I think you could in the
mm,
past. Now I don't think so. And water is very important. And I think bad water is one of the main reasons why people's bodies are shitty.
I think it's also one of the main reasons that really, really big companies buy all the rights of water because
Mm,
they want to charge the shit out of you with water or with, and I said it for 20, 30 years, I'm going to say it again. Once we're going to wake up
mm,
in the future and we're going to be charged by the air that we're breathing. Are you living in a very healthy country with like Switzerland with blue skies and all that stuff with really fresh? You're going to pay for that, motherfuckers.
Oh yeah.
And
Well,
I had a
I don't
poster
know.
back in the day.
Very expensive.
Yeah. But so that's the thing too. When you work on your own wealth,
Hmm.
and it's going to be like, you can complain about that things are going to be more expensive and stuff like that, but you can also be prepared to be like, okay, I want to just do that. If it's going to be taking me more money, whatever, like if you go to Starbucks, I can't complain about, oh, back in the days it was like $5 or $4, now it's $8. Well, do you want a fucking coffee
First of
or
all,
not?
no,
Right?
fuck
Okay, yeah.
coffee. We don't need coffee.
I love fucking
Do
coffee.
you still think you
I,
need it though? I used to drink 3 coffees a day, and I
Oh,
drink
I don't need
3 coffees a day.
anything.
Yeah.
I'm the one who's going to tell you the following. I will not accept it that I will be dependent or on something
So,
or on somewhat. I
okay,
can't.
let me ask you this, because this is a conversation I've had so many times with people. I don't believe in addiction. I don't believe it exists. I smoked cigarettes 2 packs a day for 13 years, I think. And one day I'm just like, you know what? I'm not going to do this anymore. So I just stopped. And then I used to party a lot. And I mean, I would party almost every day and drink. And one day I'm just like, I'm not going to do this anymore. So I just stopped.
Right?
And
We
I
are
just,
so powerful.
but we all are. But I think people are fucking, people just, I mean, look at fucking Skunkle Phil. He was what,
Yes.
30-year fucking meth addict? He just fucking stopped. Okay, he went through some fucking detoxing, yeah. But it's the same with
Yes.
the Acemannan. So sometimes when people are really, really, really shitty in their bodies, and I mean really shitty, they're gonna start detoxing. So I'm talking to a guy right now. Luckily, a lot of people understand detoxing now. So I'm talking to this guy, and he's like, I started the product, and I actually, a lot of my aches went away, which is super exciting. But he said, you know what happened? My eczema flared up. I said, great. Do you know what that means? It's coming out of you because it's got a detox. If you have an issue like that, it will come out of you. So a lot of people that have allergies, like our friend Joshua, he literally coughed out his asthma. He started coughing and spitting out
Oh, I saw that on a video. Yeah.
for like a couple of weeks. He just coughed out his asthma. So detoxing is crucial. And people would tell me sometimes, oh, so I started the product and like ooh, I don't like this detoxing. And I was, do you want to know a story? When I detoxed for real, and I mean because I used to have severe gut issues, and I mean very bad, to the point where I had streptococcus in my stomach, which you can die from. I had no immune system left whatsoever in my gut. I couldn't digest anything. I went through 3 months. I didn't have any Acemannan, so I had to do it a different way. For three
Hmm.
months, I thought I was going to shit out my organs every single day. I would literally sit in there and I would be like, it wouldn't surprise me if I turn around, there's a fucking kidney in the toilet seat, because like
Right.
it was absolutely brutal for 3 months straight. So I was like, you don't fucking come to me and talk about detoxing. I know. Like you're trying to tell me that you're going through something. Also, I almost died in a hospital once. After 18 hours, nobody wanted to help me. And that was my turning point in spirituality, because for 18 hours, I mentally fought a pain that so bad I didn't think it existed. I thought it was going to kill me. After 18 hours, for a brief second, I fucking gave up. My whole body went numb. I couldn't feel my face. And I was just like, this is it. This is me. This is it. Like just like that. And in that moment, I was like, fuck this shit. It was literally like that. I was like, fuck this shit. I am not going this way. And I
Have
mean,
you seen yourself floating?
no, I
Were
didn't
you
die.
floating above your
No,
body?
I didn't. My heart didn't. I thought I was going to die from the pain. I was in so much pain and
Wow.
nobody would fucking help me. And medication doesn't work on me, which I think is a blessing in a way. But they gave me painkillers and my body will literally just pee it out. So it won't help. And I just had 11 hours of surgery. Can you imagine yourself having 11 hours of surgery and with no way of easing the pain from the surgery?
Oh,
But I,
fuck that.
for
I
18
had a
hours,
story like that
I
too.
laid in there and I counted the fucking seconds for 18 hours. Nobody wanted to help me. And then eventually a
Wow.
fucking doctor arrived. This is in Sweden. We try to Well, we don't really do lawsuits over there. The hospital wanted me to basically
Right.
sue them. They wanted me to sue them. Like, but it's not called a lawsuit there. And I was just like, I'm just over it. I just want to be done with it. And this nurse, she wouldn't fucking call the doctor. It was Christmas, so the doctor isn't actually at the hospital. And I'm just laying in there. I'm like, this is it. Like, I can't fucking do this anymore. Because I would press the button and tell this nurse, I'm like, my pain is literally 10. She's like, that's a
Right.
lot. Then I was like, I just don't make faces. This is just who I am. I don't make faces. I think I'm gonna die. Like, that's how bad it is. And then eventually the doctor
Wow.
comes in and he's standing. He looks at me. My entire arm was blue. It was literally blue, like up to here somewhere. And they look at me and they said, "What the fuck? Why did nobody call me? She needs surgery." Again, he says. The nurse is like, "What? When?" He's like, 10 fucking minutes ago. And he looks at me and said, "I don't know if we have time to put you to sleep because I think you're going to lose your arm," he said. And
Wow.
I didn't, it wasn't a condition like in here, but the pain from that arm, like dying on me, pretty
Uh huh.
much, without any pain easing at all for 18 hours straight. That was apparently my limit for how much I could fight.
Wow.
And I mean,
Wow.
everyone has their own
That's it.
experience. Yeah, I didn't die, but the pain I felt was so much that I thought I was gonna die. Like, I was laying there, I was like, this is it. Like, I can't fight this anymore. And it almost felt like the moment I give up on fighting it, that's when I'm done, you know? So
Right.
I like it, almost like I let go for a second. The whole body went numb, like completely numb. Couldn't feel anything. My whole face went numb, everything. And then I was like, no. I have a picture from the hospital. I didn't take a picture of myself, but I have a picture of the machine that was like plugged into me or whatever. So like
Uh
that's my
huh.
memory from that moment. I was like, fuck no, nothing can take me down.
I was the third time when I had my inflammation and perforation of my intestines. I
Yeah.
called the hospital in Germany,
Uh-huh.
and they say you got to come over right now. There's a battle right and stuff like that. So I took
Uh-huh.
my gear. I took my car, and I
Yeah.
drove like 200 kilometers an hour. Like I got to go to the fucking hospital. It's a 1 hour drive.
Mm.
I passed out twice
While
doing
driving.
200 fucking kilometers an hour. Like really, you know, full throttle with the car, and I passed out, and I saw myself almost floating. Like, wake the fuck up, dude, because otherwise you're gonna crash, you're gonna die. And I felt like, oh, I'm dying already. I can't die twice. That woke me up.
Yeah.
I literally crawled in to the hospital, and you gotta be picturing this like the real. So if you see the horror movies, like the old hospitals in Germany, you know, with tiles over all long halls,
Oh
I
yeah.
was really crawling like a fucking zombie to the space, and I know that I was probably waiting for 2 or 3 hours to get a bed. So they had like this emergency bed. So it was just like a flat little bed. And they put me on. And when the doctor came, he said, "Oh my God, this guy is more dead than alive."
Mm.
The funny thing is, if I'm gonna pinch myself with a little, little splinter, I can scream like a little fucking baby. If I
Yeah.
almost die, if I almost die, you ain't hear nothing about me, dude. I'm just taking it all with me. The thing is, after surgery, the same day you got to get out of bed and walk. I did that every single day, and I got a pump in my spine for the morphine to ease the pain.
Oh
And
God.
every
Oh,
single,
probably
yeah,
the most demonic bullshit ever invented. That's
I don't know, but I needed that shit. The
no, no.
thing
I
is,
had
the,
when I broke my arm, and no, it was different stories. So first I broke it. They gave me morphine in the ambulance. I turned to them and I said, "If you give me that fucking shit, one more time, I will fucking hurt you. Like it, when somebody gave me, and they gave me morphine 3 times in my life. Imagine whatever pain you have goes to like 1,000 times worse. That's what it does.
Mm, wow.
And it was
So
also
I was
actually,
very, very, very happy with my little red pill because 7 days, no, 5 days, I said every single time to the the guy who gives you the drugs,
uh-huh,
anesthesiast. I don't
uh-huh,
know what the
uh-huh,
fuck the word
yeah,
is. So
anesthesia.
I told him, yeah. So I told him I got fucking pain every single time when I'm you know well, not like your pain that you described, but really pain. So then the fifth day, it was on a Friday. He said, I'm done with it. I'm gonna check all the stuff. So he made an echo. They can make an echo, a double one. So one is like the upper layer, and then you're gonna be for babies to have a little bit deeper layer. So he made an echo. He thought maybe something was wrong with the surgery and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Nothing turned up. Nothing turned up. So he said, okay, one more check. I'm going to check the books. He said, oh my God, how big are you? I said, I'm a 185. So that's, what is it? 6'2" in America, something like 6'1". He said, dude, you're going to get much, much, much too less subscription drugs to ease the pain. So he gave me the morphine. I fucking love that. That pill was turning my nightmare into some, well, better fairy tales. But the thing is, with morphine, I had it also 3 or 4 times in my life. I don't like it because, um, yes, it eases the pain, but it's gonna make you numb, so you can't feel what the fuck you're doing. So you can break more then or you can destroy more than you eventually are that you should. So what I'm trying to
Think
say is,
humans are just
after
made
my
to feel all of this pain that we're being whiny bitches about and taking pain meds for. We're probably just supposed to actually be able to deal with it. Because, I mean, way back in the days, people are in war, they cut their arms up and fucking, they didn't have no painkillers. They took some herbs or whatever and then they kind of fucking dealt with it, right? Like, I feel like
right,
humanity is just whiny bitches. And then there's
yeah,
like
we need to harden the fuck up. We
I think
just
back then I would back then with my arm I wish something would have worked. I truly did. It was just nothing worked, so it wasn't even worth it for me. So I
mm,
like there was just nothing that worked, and it was miserable. But a little while ago here, I torn my hip, and that was probably the worst pain I have felt in my life next to the arm situation I was going through. And it
oh
was
wow,
here. And I mean, Joel can confirm. I literally, if you as much, I couldn't walk, first of all. And if you as much as touched me, I just screamed. That's how bad it hurt. It was the craziest thing. But I was fine. On day number 3, I popped so many immune and limitless. Probably like, I don't know, like 9 immune and maybe 6 limitless a day for. I only did it for 2 or 3 days. And then the third day, I trained again.
wow,
But I mean, also, my body is healing like a machine because I've been living the healthy life for such a long time that I
mm-hmm,
wonder if somebody's brand new and they've been living really shitty and then they start the product today. I don't know if it's going to go that fast for you because my body is already like literally everything in my body is perfection. My immune system is perfection. My healing is
mm-hmm,
perfection. So, it will take a little time when you first start, I believe. Definitely quicker than
right,
you might think, though. I have a lot of people with norovirus now going around and puking and whatever, and I just tell them 6 limitless and like 2 immune, and you should be fine tomorrow. And it's worked pretty well for most people.
wow, wow.
But yeah, that
Yeah,
was
definitely. We're gonna talk
I didn't take
off
any.
topic.
I took nothing for the pain for the hip. That's what I was gonna get to. I didn't do anything. Just the limitless in itself because it reduces inflammation, helps the pain go down, obviously. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
nothing. And I don't think I would ever in my entire life consider any medication ever. I don't give a shit.
Oh,
If I have pain,
yes.
that's it. That,
It's supposed to be there because sometimes the pain is leaving the body. It's going to tell you
yeah.
like be careful, and it's not always pretty, but
Yeah.
it should be there because it has a fucking reason. The funny thing is too that you can, with your mindset, you can switch it out.
Hmm.
Because when you break your finger, it's gonna hurt. But if you're gonna cut yourself with a knife, whatever, that's gonna hurt too. So your brain doesn't
Yeah.
fucking
But it
get
a
it.
lot of times, I'm not saying in every scenario, but a lot of times when you have pain, it's because you are inflamed. The inflammation causes swelling and liquids in the area, right? If you take our Betalains technology, if it reduces, and we're only legally allowed to say that it reduces inflammation by 47%, but that's one
Hmm.
serving though. So imagine if I took 6 servings. I mean, we are not allowed to say
Wow.
a number for that. I took 6 servings yeah, it was 2 days. So 60, so yeah, 6 limitless and a bunch of immune. 2 days, third day training. And no pain on the third day.
Wow. So even with the story from Skunker with his hands, that he's been
Yeah,
telling like he couldn't,
yeah,
he had his hands like pat like
yeah,
that, and now he can flatten them out.
yeah,
He rides a fucking Harley Davidson motorcycle. Oh
yep.
wow, that's cool. No, in the fucking desert of Arizona, he has to drive like 20 minutes where I even can drive with a four-wheel car,
Mm-hmm.
no, a four-wheel drive car. Like that's a fucking trick. He does that with an Harley Davidson. That's bad ass.
Yeah.
I love you, dude. I love you, dude.
And
Sue,
yeah,
wow. And I
like,
hope the dogs are gonna be good now.
oh, good. Yeah, doggy dog got immune and limitless too, I think.
Right? Yeah, they want to start when whiskey was a
Where
little
is
bit more on the go.
he? Okay, I'm trying to find a clip of Skunk to show what he used to. Oh, here he is.
How long have you been on the product line?
8 months.
8 months.
I think about 8 months, maybe.
Let me get a close up of your skin. Your skin looks fucking crazy, bro.
Way better than it was.
Dying.
I didn't even know it. I didn't even know it. My gut, my health, everything, a lot fucking better now.
Yeah.
I'm not on any prescription drugs as I was when we talked last time you see me.
Yeah.
And you told me, give me 90 days and I will change your life.
We're gonna get him right. In 3 months, I told him I'm gonna order a bunch of products for him, but in 3 months he will be a completely different person. And
Will I have the energy to try to work out and do push-ups and shit?
Easy. And what happened?
Oh, you changed my life.
Oh, I'm grateful, man.
Yeah, everything you said is real. Truth, man, speaks truth.
Love you, bro.
Love you too, motherfucker.
Thank you for listening to me.
Yes.
I'm about to help a lot of people, bro.
I hope so.
I'm about to help a lot of people.
I would love to.
No, you already have.
Many of you know that my goal with fighting is to raise awareness for my company's goal to eradicate childhood malnutrition from the planet. That when 3 million people decide to participate in our Buy One Nourish 2 model, taking 2 servings or more of our incredible food technology that biohacks the body back to optimal by lowering cellular inflammation naturally while also increasing stem cell production, we will effectively eradicate childhood malnutrition from the planet.
That is fucking awesome. Yeah.
How long have you been?
I made a video and he cried.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So is it Joel's company too?
Hmm.
All right.
What did
All
you
right.
say? Is it Joel's what?
Company.
No, we're all. You're why? You're an affiliate. We're business partners. Everyone is a business partner.
Yeah, right. Yes. Yeah. Oh, of course. Yes, of course.
We're
Getting
all the
late.
same. Anyone who's listening, you can also be a business partner and do the same thing. What do you guys, how do
Yes.
you feel? What do you think it would feel like if you can go out there? Because I have worked with a lot of things in my life, right? I've always been into health and whatever. Never in my life have I worked with something where we have proof for everything. We have 30 years of science. We have over 700 peer studies. What is it? $10 billion put into the research, I think. And
Mm.
like we, scientists and doctors and brain doctors, like we have everything you can possibly need, and like 30 years of testimonials of people's conditions and diseases, just like
Yeah, it's
like
crazy.
I've never, it's well, no matter what somebody asks, we have something to back it up, right? Like I've just never in
Yeah.
my life worked. I was talking to somebody the other day and she's like, no, I've been taking Acemannan. And so it's a girl that apparently she got her face fried by this micro needling machine or whatever. Like it was brutal.
Oh.
So I messaged her and I was like, oh my God, what happened to your face, So she said this happened. So they're saying now, so it's been, I don't know how long, it's been a month or something. She's been going on stem cell treatments, right? So she spent about $7,000 so far on stem cells, and they are telling her that she has to go for 5 more months. And I said, what?
Wow.
And I said, you spent $7,000 and they say you have to go for 5 more months. I'm like, do you remember that Acemannan we talked about and how it increases your stem cell production up to 400%? She's like, no, I've been taking Acemannan for 4 months, she said. And I was like, what? Or Acemannan? She's like, no, I found another one on Amazon.
Oh
That's why it's
shit.
not working. That's
Shit.
why it's not working. Because we have a patented process to extract Acemannan. So anyone out there can go and Google Acemannan and Google how long does it take for Acemannan to die after you harvest a plant, and it will tell you a certain amount of hours, right? So most companies out there don't even have Acemannan. They might have aloe that maybe had Acemannan in the beginning, but they didn't have it anymore when you took it. So either way, the company she's saying she's taking, I was like, interesting, let's do some research. So I reached out to somebody in the company. I said, have you heard of this company? Because they're claiming, and this is why I know it's bullshit, they're claiming they have 40% Acemannan. So here's the thing, of all the aloe companies in the world, I think it's like 1 or 2% or something of the aloe companies in the world have between 1 to 3% actual active Acemannan. We have 18, and we're the world leading company with a patented process, and we have 18. So they say they have 40. I was like, yeah, that's not possible. So that's a red flag to begin with. And to be completely honest, they probably don't even have 1%. So
Right.
either way, she's been
That's
taking that
so.
product for 4 months, and it's not giving her any results in her healing. Because I was like, there's no way. Yeah, I was like, have you seen our videos? I mean, like, we should probably just play this one. This is probably the craziest video of all we have. You saw the period face man? They call him period face man.
His face looks like.
Oh yes.
They posted a clip
Yes.
from this bare knuckle fight that was this past weekend. It was so horrible. This guy's face was just a tomato. He's still fighting.
Yeah.
Jesus. Look at his face.
Oh,
no. Look at
it's
this
like
fight.
Hellraiser.
Cody is his name. Joel put him on product 3 weeks before his fight.
Oh, your face looks phenomenal, as we can see here.
This was brutal, dude.
This was split all the way in half. It's all the way through. Overall, I feel like I'm recovering fast, dude. Usually when I've been injured in the past, it's just not naturally that good healer. This saved me. I needed to be the best version of myself to beat this bad. This guy was suffering dude. She said, she's like, I don't think you would have won if you weren't taking those.
He would crash before the end of the night. He didn't have energy to come train. Or if he did a little workout, die after.
Wow.
Not good. For recovery, you have zero.
I'm doing good, dude. I feel good.
So 3 weeks before the fight, Joel gave him the product, and suddenly he has all of his energy back. He's recovering after the training, and he went in and kicked his kid's ass.
Yeah, my hands are really fat.
That's right.
A week ago.
And it was super fat when I showed it. Was it last week? Crazy.
Look at his face. He literally looks completely normal.
Wow.
How many days has that been? When did I give you the box of Limitless?
About a week.
Yeah.
I mean, my recovery's been phenomenal.
How long do you think it would have taken you to heal if that wasn't the case?
At least a month, dude. As soon as I upped my doses, it was like instant results. Quickly, my swelling, my face went down right away. My hands, 3 weeks progress in a week.
How is that even possible?
Well, so if
Wow.
when we know that we have results like this, and there's a girl telling me it's going to take her 5 months, and she's taking Acemannan, you know for a fact she's not taking our Acemannan, because then she would have been fine already.
Yes, but that's the thing. We started off with the podcast. Thank you for having me as a guest. But you know, with all these schemes, and they can get away with it. Why is that not? These companies been shutting down and being putting into court. But
They're
it's the
not
same thing
famous
with this.
enough. I think they're not famous enough to get sued. Like our owner has been sued. And if somebody researched the lawsuit, because I had a person, I can't work with this. He's been sued. I said, did you read the lawsuit? Do you know what he got sued for? He said that he could help people heal. You can't use those words. You're not allowed to use cure, treat, or heal because the medical system owns the rights to use the words. So it doesn't matter if you can prove that you did it. You just can't say it. So
That's
these
so
days,
fucking crazy.
things will change. But so like if I come out there and let's say like I have one of my absolute most magical stories of all I've helped is let me see, where do I have that one? I need to show this one because this is still to this day, and the story has a continuing to it that I want to share as well. Oh, here it is. So kind of early, I started this in February last year, and in when was this? In April, I got connected with this person. So this person had, so in April, this man texted me. So he's 68 years old or something. So it's bone marrow cancer, and I have no close living relatives to do a transplant. I was given 1 year, 6 months ago, but the doctor today said it's a matter of weeks. So they think he has a few weeks to live. Okay, June, check-in. Obviously, my heart is literally up my throat for this entire time. Just wondering, is he okay? June. Hi, Max. My new doctor is sending for another bone marrow biopsy. I haven't had a blood transfusion in 3 weeks. He used to get them every day or every 2 days before. It went from every 3 days to now more than 3 weeks. Doctor thinks total remission. God is good. I can't thank you enough for your help. July. Hi, how are you doing? I asked. Blood test Monday shows all normal. No blood transfusion in weeks. Plus, I've lost 45 pounds. It's a complete turnaround, like nothing ever happened. So this is one of the first things, and maybe people understand why I committed my life to this after that story. That's the story that made me commit my life to this. And I've had tons and tons of more stories after this, but this is the most extreme one because he was literally given a time frame to be on Earth.
Right.
And the funny story is after this, I just reached out to him yesterday because I kind of want to just do a check-in right now. But long story short, so in August, he was like living the life, driving his motorcycle every day. He lost 144 pounds. So he had lost 40 there. He lost another 100 pounds after that.
Wow.
Just by resetting his body and getting his body to function. That was all. He didn't do any crazy workout plans or it was literally just giving the body what it needed. He also stopped having cravings. He didn't even want to drink beer anymore. He didn't have cravings for ice cream anymore. I didn't even have to tell him to stop these things. So either way, he's living the life. I sent him a text one day and he said, you never believe what happened. He was out on his motorcycle. He got hit by a truck. Literally.
No kidding.
I think broke most bones in his body. So remember now, guys. So he has already been on this for a few months, and also remember. So he had cancer. So he was taking 10 a day, not normal serving. He was taking 10 a day. So his body is already crazy working optimal, right? So he gets into the hospital, and he was like, "The doctors don't know if I'm gonna survive this. I'm really old, and my body got really hit from this accident." And I was like, "Oh my God," Fast forward, I'm gonna put together the whole story, but either way. So I text later, and he said, I'm back home now. He said, well, I'm still, I still have to use the wheelchair a little bit, but the doctors don't even understand how I recovered from this, and I just smile knowing the truth. He said, and I was like, oh my God. So it was that accident. He probably recovered from the accident thanks to the cancer. Do you know what I mean? Because he was taking so many Acemannan capsules already. This is a 68-year-old man,
Wow. So normally you take 2 pills a day or two what's it called, capsules, right?
Yeah.
So but that's the other thing. You gotta read the fucking package. It doesn't say 2 at the same time.
No, but first of all, you can't overdose this. So your body uses up 98% of this, even if you take the whole bottle. I did it on a video once. I was like, you can't overdose. There is no toxicity. So if you know that if you take more, it's even better. I mean, if you can, just take more. So we have our cancer doctor. This is her recommendation. For anyone with cancer, she recommends 16 a day. He was taking 10. So like, there's no like
16. Wow.
Yes. Well, if you're dying, you're dying. You know, if we're gonna save you.
Right. So what's worth it, right? I mean, give it a try. Fuck's sake.
So this is like, can we help the body, like save you? That's the question. So if you're taking 2 a day, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it works, but if a cancer doctor tells you that maybe you should take 16, then maybe you should take 16. Like, I don't know. Hey, but I mean,
that's the thing.
Everyone to themselves, and again, like I can't. We are not doctors. We don't own diseases because they were made up by them, not by us, right? So if you have a disease that was created by those people, such as like cancer, we just optimize the body. That's all we do. We don't treat, heal, or cure anything. All we do is optimize your body so that your body can now deal with whatever you're dealing with. That's it.
That's so amazing. And the really crazy stuff is that people are.
They said you can only use testimonials for other stories of healing cured. No, you can't actually. You cannot even use testimonials. Even a testimonial today, you can't say that. But I have good news for you guys. It's going to change in a very near future. That's all I can say. But as of today, no, not even a customer can say it.
Wow. They must be so fucking afraid about this army of people that are really know how to how to how to deal with life, basically. And it's not only like barefoot, taking cold showers, aloe vera, working out, breathing sessions. It's all. It's not one thing. And I think there are a lot of people, especially when I went to America, are waking up to that stuff. They know everybody is. There's this thing like, oh, we don't want to do anything. There are still some people stuck in this belief system indoctrination, but also they are waking the fuck up because it's inevitable. The bullshit you see on TV, like, oh, the Pope died. So what? I mean,
yes, right.
It's so okay. So what's happening next? Oh well, don't. I mean, don't give your energy to that kind of bullshit. I mean, yeah. It's one of the most criminal institutes of the whole world, the Vatican.
Yep.
I'm not talking about if you're believing in something. Please do. And I mean, it gives a lot of people hope in despair times and stuff like that. But it doesn't have to do anything with religion. It has to do with hope and faith in believing that you're going to be all right and your people are going to be all right. That's the whole thing. You got to shift that. Yeah, you got to harden the fuck up and shift.
Well, we actually did. If somebody yesterday, I went live with Alobar Jones, and we did a little live meditation on the kind of to get people a little teaser of this kind of stuff. So if somebody wants to go, I'm gonna actually edit out that as a reel, just a little meditation by itself. But I was doing it on my mom today too. So because I was asking him, I was like, what would you say to somebody that just doesn't believe in this kind of shit, And he was like, well, we can do a little live thing right now, and if everybody just follows along and does it, and then you'll fucking see what happens. How about that?
Right.
Because I had a guy on I think it was X a while ago, and he started arguing with me about something. I was talking about astral travel, and he said all of this is just fake. It's not real, he said. And I said, oh, is that so? Well, and then we're just talking back and forth, and he's like, so prove it to me, he says. And I said, well, first of all, I don't need to prove anything to you. And I said, well, but if you do want proof, how about this? How about you go work on it and I'll see you in the astral world. I said, because that's going to be the only proof you can get unless you do it for yourself. That, I mean, what else is there? That's the only proof, right? And I think
Right.
with stuff, and with anything, here's the thing: you can sit and watch our testimonials all you fucking want, and maybe you like watching them, and maybe you think, oh, that person, it worked for them, it probably works for me. Cool. But let's say you don't, you like, what is the best fucking proof you can possibly get? Just fucking take it.
Right.
The only
It's
fucking
just
proof.
oh,
That's the
I
only
love
proof.
it that you say that.
Here's the thing. I don't like to say this because I don't think we need to, but there is a money back guarantee. You can literally take it and get your money back if you don't have results. Even though I don't ever, like, I never say that because I know everyone will have results.
It's
But
not
you know how the
right.
world works. I
Yes.
was like, what the fuck do you have to lose?
It's so crazy, Max. It's really crazy.
And I
Because
think
people
everybody
do
out
not
there
believe
start
that
fucking
sometimes
meditating.
they're
Start fucking meditating and I'll see you in the astral world. Like, I don't know, you know? Just
right.
can't go there
But
and
that's the
record
thing.
for you.
People do not believe that sometimes it's so fucking easy to change something or to believe in something. Well, not believe in something, but just like, oh, marriage is fucked up. I said that in the beginning in times, but then all of a sudden I was getting married. So,
Yeah.
oh, what about that? Well, I said, well, I say it's not good,
Well,
and I
you're
don't
giving
believe in it, but I
away
have to
marriage
go
to the
through
government.
there to be 100%.
I know,
Right?
but somebody asked me, "Oh, Max, are you gonna get married?" Fuck no. I'm sovereign, and I don't believe in the system. And I certainly won't give people my marriage on paperwork so that the government owns it. You know what I mean? Because
Right?
so I was actually asking this guy, you know, that I know that is very much about this, and I said, "So you're sovereign, but you told me your wife." He's like, "Yeah." So you're married? He's like, "Yeah." Well, not with the government, like in in our world, spiritual, call it whatever you want. Yeah, that's my wife.
Right.
Like, you don't need a paperwork for that. I was like, yeah, that's very true. Because you
Oh,
signing a
man.
paper, now you're literally giving ownership of you guys to the government. Why the fuck would you do that?
I'm going to have a podcast tomorrow with Robin from the Butterfly Tribe, and that's going to be podcast number 2. He's all about sovereign and how to do that and understand and not understand all these stuff that were talked about before. It's really fascinating because people think that a lot of things have to be so fucking difficult because otherwise they don't work. But guess what? Sometimes it's just like the pinch of fucking salt into your mouth. Wait a little bit, take some water, and all your cells are opening. Like wow,
Well, I'm
just
gonna
like
tell
that.
everybody,
That's it.
English is not my first language, and I never wanted to read laws and stuff because I thought it was complicated. I started reading this stuff. If I can understand this shit, so can fucking you. Because I don't even understand all the English words. And then for a couple of pieces of information, I dropped it in ChatGPT and asked it to reword the sentence for me. But besides that, I've actually been understanding because it isn't that damn complicated. It actually isn't. And it's not even a lot. There aren't that many laws that apply to this. Like, there are very, like, I have this sovereign book here. I think it only has like 40 pages.
Oh
That's it.
wow.
Yeah. It's
That's
pretty
like just like, oh, what are you doing? Oh, I'm taking well, not you taking a coffee, but I'm taking a coffee and I'm looking through this book about sovereign. That's it.
yeah.
But you have to be aware. You, every single human that's listening to this podcast, every fellow human, we have the capability to get our rights back if we know how to deal with the system and to not interact with them. I am God. Fuck's sake, I am
Yeah.
the emperor. Who are you? Who the fuck are you to knock on my door?
Yep.
Right?
Pull something in here. Where is it? This is just little snippets, but uh here, we can put them all in here. I'm gonna read them. So first, I read
Okay.
this one at 32. All men decide for themselves. whether they want to participate in the institutions of men or not. The United States, or wherever country you're in, Supreme Court confirmed this when they say every man is independent of all laws except those prescribed by nature. He is not bound by any institutions formed by his fellow man without his consent. So that's one thing. And then we have kind of like the same. Wait, it's exactly the same actually. Oh no. Every man is independent of all laws except those prescribed by nature. He's not bound by any institutions formed by his fellow man without his consent. Here is liberty. If you do not give court consent, they have no jurisdiction over you. And lastly, if you go to court, if you ever go to court, here. Consent to indict. The Fifth Amendment says no person shall be held to answer for a capital or otherwise infamous crime unless on a presentment or indictment or indictment, I don't know how to say it, of a grand jury. Therefore, our servant government requires the people to get an indictment. We're going to say that's how we say it. Grand jury, judges, servants have no authority to make a ruling or a judgment on people, masters, without your consent. In legal terms, when the judge asks you, do you understand? He means, do you stand under the authority of this court? So when you say yes, you give him, her, the court jurisdiction over you. So when you're there, guys, just say no. There are other things you can say too. Don't say yes.
Right. So, I do not understand.
Exactly. So no law apply to you unless you consent to it. And I was saying to my mom today too, we're talking about the taxes. I said to my mom, when did you sign a contract that you want to pay tax? She's like, yeah, but we actually do in a way, when you get a job, you sign a contract with your employee. And I said, well, yes, but when did you sign a contract with the IRS or equivalent in Sweden? You never signed a contract with them. Same with you. Let's say you don't pay your bill and it goes for collection. When did you sign a contract with a collections agency? You didn't, right? Or I bought a house. I signed a contract with the lender, but then when I closed the house, the lender sell my debt to a big corporation. I didn't sign a contract with them. I never did that. So
it's really fascinating. Yeah. It's really fascinating because a lot of people dealing with the same fucking shit, and they're dealing with the same narrative mindset of, oh, it's just how it is. Oh, you're not gonna rule the fucking world if you. Oh, it's just like it is. Oh, the Germans invaded Belgium. Oh, it's just like it is. Well, shouldn't we fight them? It's just like, it's so easy to be so indoctrinated and programmed, like, oh, don't fight the big beast. Oh, fuck yeah, I'm gonna fight the big beast, because if I'm not gonna fight it, right?
Limitations are also like that. People's goals and dreams are like that big. Like they think too little. Fucking think a little bit bigger. I mean, like, just because I said we did a little like exercise, whatever, at this event we went to, and they're asking, well, they did a bunch of different, but one of them was like, okay, what is your goal for the year? And people like, get a new car, like make some more money, like whatever. And I was like, save the world, I said. I was like, why are we just yourselves to a new car,
Dream big, motherfuckers. I mean, it's the same thing, like, oh, if I'm going to have this or that amount of money, then I'm going to be fine. Why would you not take it to infinity?
Yep. But there's also money that is going to change somebody's life, because, and me and Aloeva were talking about it, if you think that you need a sum of money to be fine, why are you not manifesting that whatever it is that makes you fine? So if you want, like, okay, I could manifest $1 billion so I could save every child, or I can just manifest that the children are saved. Or you can manifest. How about you manifest a completely debt-free home? That's a good manifestation. Or why?
Oh, that's a very, very good one.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I think people's mindset need to change a little bit. Because I manifested my house, and I manifested the house being debt-free, and that's when I started learning about debt discharge. That's how that came to me. So, and I mean, I'm just submitting. If I can get this darn printer to work. I mean, I'm just printing out the last paper for it, but it's not on my side, this printer here today. So I'm just gonna go and print at Joel's, I think.
Oh, but it's but that's it. We are capable of so much more, but we have so much limited beliefs of our program indoctrination, all the stuff that's been running as a program. Like,
Yeah.
oh, you can't do that. Well, if you can't do that, listen to, for example, I love to listen to this guy, Wayne Dwyer. He's not under us anymore, but he's such a motivative uh, guy to talk
Mm-hmm.
about how things work with manifesting.
Mm-hmm.
Listen to Neville
Goddard.
Goddard. Oh,
Yes. That was
yes.
the first.
Wow.
I used to play Neville Goddard like as a background sound all day long
Yes.
for a while.
Yes. Fuck yeah.
And
I
then
got him all in my ears all the time.
I had some friends that were like, he's an anti-God person. And I was like, that's not really what it is. But okay. Like
No,
the
exactly.
super religious people might think so. But yeah, you're also part of a corporation and not a belief. That's a different thing.
Oh yeah. And there's no one's gonna save you except you could save yourself. But you have to put the work in. You have to listen to other people. You have to make up your own plausible truth, if I would say, and you gotta, you gotta take care of your information, so you know what you're talking about and you know what you're doing. It's not like, oh, we got the magic pill. No, it's this and that and that and that to get there to that higher level.
We do
It's
have the
not
magic,
gonna work from
but you're
itself.
gonna have to do a few more things more because this magic pill might help you get a better life for sure. Because if you feel better, maybe you can put your focus on manifesting your dream life rather than focusing on your aches. But you're still
Hmm.
gonna have to do the other things too.
True. I'm now focusing on having the best life that I have, and I'm very grateful for waking up and seeing beautiful sunsets, beautiful sunrises. It's oh yeah,
No, I've been no,
I'm getting
I haven't
tired a
even been.
little too.
I've been sitting here all day since I woke up, and now it's 4:30, and I need some fresh air. That's what I need.
Fresh air or coffee.
No, I'm not.
Have you drank coffee before, or you
I
never drank
drink three
coffee?
cups a day. Yeah, I used to compete in coffee. I'm a competing
Right.
barista. That's why Starbucks would never touch my lips. But yeah, I drank like 3 cups a day for a very long time. I
Wow.
used to live in Miami, so that was like $6 per cup every day, 3 times
Uh-huh.
a day.
Oh
So
fuck.
let's just say I saved a lot of money. I want to do one day where I type down how much I used to cost with a coffee, with how much food I used to eat because I only eat once or twice a day now. I used to eat 7 meals a day because I thought I needed it to be like strong and shit. I don't need none of that shit. Then all my hair extensions.
Right.
So my hair, the hair itself was like $3,000 and it will last maybe a year if you're lucky. And then you have to get them moved up every 6 weeks, and that was like $500 per time. And then okay, Botox. And again, I lived in yeah, I'm just explaining what the fuck these kind of things cost. My nails, I used to do my nails every month. Yeah, like every 4 to 6 weeks, depending on.
Uh-huh.
That's easily $100 with those things I used to do. And then I used to go. I haven't gotten a fucking facial in like 2 years. I don't need a facial. I literally have no blackheads. I have no like nothing. Like I don't put any chemicals on my skin. I just do the Acemannan helps it from the inside, and then I put some beef tallow on before I go to bed, and that's it. I wash my
Right.
hair with beef tallow. Like I don't use any
So
fucking
was that
chemical.
beef towel?
Beef tallow. It's like beef fat.
Oh wow. So
Yeah.
I only use Aleppo soap, which is made of olive oil and or because you can have the diversity almond oil. I think it is. And the thing is, especially now because the sun is going to get up for or like springtime, so it's going to be really, really shiny, hot, and stuff like that. Normally, I would dry out, like my skin is going to dry out. But when I'm using it, it's going to take care of it. And the best thing is if you're going to shave, dude, I never had such a nice
What was it
shave when I
called?
would shave.
What's it called?
Aleppo soap, Aleppo soap
Aleppo soap.
from Aleppo. So they call it also like the first soap. It's really, really good. And
Castors.
my toothpaste, yeah, my
I mean, I'm
toothpaste is like
just
charcoal.
similar. Yeah, same. I have a bamboo toothbrush with charcoal brittles on. Yeah, same.
Yep, yep,
And
yep, yep.
yeah, and I'm sure that so I just use a soap. So the girl that makes it, she does beef tallow and coconut oil, and then make it into soap, and I wash my hair and everything with it.
Wow.
Mhm.
So it's so easy if you know how to adapt a better lifestyle, a healthier lifestyle, a more wealthy lifestyle, if you know how. And the thing is, just like I said before, a lot of people think it's really fucking complicated. The thing is, if you want to grab something like you want to have that perfect relationship, you want to have money, you want to have the car, if you want to grab it, here's the thing. If you're gonna take a scoop of sand and you're gonna put it in your hand, where the fuck is the camera? Right? What? Okay.
There. I know it's the
Yes.
opposite,
If you
right?
take a scoop of hand, the sand will stay in your hand. As soon as you want to squeeze it, you're gonna lose it. So nobody wants to get stalked. So not that relationship. Even if I like you, if I'm gonna stalk you, you do not want to have a romantic relationship with me, right?
No.
Because I'm a fucking freak. I'm a fucking psycho. That goes with everything.
Mm-hmm.
If you really need that car, if you really want to purchase that money or that house, if you really want it, you should. The hardest thing is just to think about it and let it go, let it flow. I was in America with a single ticket to New York.
Mm-hmm.
I never figured out what I'm going to do. Like, okay, I'm in America now. I don't know where to sleep. I don't know where to eat, whatever the fuck. I'm fine. I'm gonna let the universe figure out for me what's best for me because my philosophy is everything around us in nature does not say to each other like, oh, hey, tree, yeah, it hasn't been raining for the last couple of days, right? I'm gonna die. Oh yeah, yeah, we gotta take care of it. Let it rain. Nothing takes care of that. It's just like, oh, I am. That's it. I am. And we should do that too. We should claim that too. Who are you? Well, I am. That's it. And let it manifest for you. Because if you're trying to grab it, or if you're having a plan, I was making a little thing about that on Instagram. If you're having a plan, what if the universe has the best plan ready to unfold for you, but you have that stupid plan that you think that's gonna give you the stuff,
You know what?
right?
Probably yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm the man with no plan, and that plan works out fucking right now.
Yes. You know what? I used to be a planning freak when I was younger, and I'm not anymore. I'm very just like, mom, just flowing. Everything just
Good.
always works. And regardless of what people think, it's the most. I started it maybe 3 years ago. I truly started this lifestyle, and that's when I started listening to Neville Goddard every day.
Hmm.
And every day, which I need to sort out a little like outdoor section because I live in the MMA gym, right? So like my apartment
Uh-huh.
doesn't have like a patio or anything. I just go and sit out right outside the gym sometimes. So I was like, ooh, I should set up some little outdoor hangout spot. But anyway, when I lived in a house before, I would wake up in the morning. I always turn my phone off, like airplane mode and everything when I go to bed, and I plug out my internet and everything. And I would wake up and I would go out in my garden for 1 to 2 hours every morning before I looked at my phone. And all I would do is just either listening to something or reading or just manifesting or just being, you know? And somehow,
Wow.
and I swear that after doing that, I could take on anything. Like I didn't even
Right.
care. And I feel like also when I did that, when I finally did turn on my phone, it would be like every solution in the world was already right there in the phone. Like there would be text messages of something maybe that, oh my God, you just, yeah, like everything would just fall into place.
Wow.
And now, I mean, so again, I can still do it here, but I would like to set up a more like hangouty spot. And then some days, like the weather, I said, we've had these weird storms here where you go out, you can't even
Hmm.
breathe, which is pretty disgusting. Yeah. So yesterday it was
Wow.
Easter. We went to the top of the mountain and we just walked for hours and it was great.
Hmm.
But the one thing that what do you say? Like there are no problems, there are only solutions. Right now, the only one thing that I'm not gonna say trying. The one thing I'm figuring out right now, they're fucking with our weather. They're fucking with our weather. Like we know
Oh,
that.
fuck, sure.
And I haven't been able to go outside and do my little routine every day of the sun and and that shit is not okay.
Hmm.
So then the
You
question
know
is,
that some
do we fuck these people up so they stop, or do we leave and go somewhere else?
right. So I had someone who gave me a nice update about. I was telling that all the time, like there are no fucking problems, there are only solutions. And Donna, she teach me a very valuable lesson. She said, "What if it's not solutions but opportunities?"
Yes. Oh, 100%. So I think when
Right.
Hibbler releases his documentary next month, that is a step in stopping it, right? Like these little things,
Right.
talking about it, showing the proof, letting people know and understand, that is how we're going to stop it. I mean,
The
we are.
crazy thing is that already countries have banned So I think it's called. Oh fuck! What was it? Uh, A AES aerial. Ah fuck! What was the word? Aerial stratospheric injections. ASIs. I think
Uh-huh.
that's the official term of chemtrails. So it's and uh, no, it's not. It's conspiracy, blah blah. But now we're going to ban it.
Mm-hmm.
What you going to ban if you don't know what you're going to talk about because it's not there, right?
Right.
Oh, ah, but the shit show. It's so it's. I got it. That's what I told you in the beginning. We're living in such fascinating times because sometimes you just need to grab your popcorn for and just sit there and watch the
Yeah.
shit show rolling by. Like, wow,
Somebody did
wow.
here that I want to actually address. So this person said, the coffee, as glyphosate, the farmers that can't afford the organic label is all organic. I roast coffee, blah blah. Okay, so let me point something out. Spiritual vapor. I don't know what country you're in, but I speak for the United States, and here is the deal with the United States and organic. If you have enough money, you can purchase the label, and you only have to measure up to a certain percent. I don't remember the exact percentage. I think it's like 50%. And don't quote me on the percentage, but you only need to measure up a certain amount of organic to be organic. So basically you can just do organic for a period of time and then do bullshit the rest of the time, and you can still get an organic label. So what I'm saying is, don't trust the organic label. And here, for example, do you want to know why we don't have an organic label? Because people don't like us very much, and we actually do real good shit, and it's also a massive you can just buy these things. So I don't want people to think that just because something has an organic label, it's actually organic, because certain other things, like we are organic and we can't get FDA approved because we're not toxic. Like, how fucked up is that? We can't get a stamp because we're not toxic. Like, listen to this. Do you know that I went to the store the other day? Maybe I should go get them actually. So I bought organic avocados the other day. And for some
Uh
reason,
huh.
it's literally, I could kill somebody with this avocado. It's been 2 weeks now, and
So hard.
it's like a
Wow.
rock. You think that's a real avocado? No, it's
No.
not. Also, explain this to me. How do you make organic seedless grapes? Because you can buy them in the store. Organic seedless grapes. Listen to that one more time. The organic label is the biggest bullshit. Like, you have to do your own research. I'm not saying something with an organic label is bad. There are definitely companies out there that are organic and have the label. But what you have to
Mm.
understand, there are also companies that are not and have the label. And then there are companies that don't have the label and are. Like, so don't base your choices off of an organic label, because it doesn't fucking mean very much. And everything revolves around money. So if you make, I mean, if you lab made a grape without seeds and then you had money to get an organic label, like, I mean, like, that kind of says it all. There is no fruit on this planet that is seedless. That is,
It's the same stupid thing with
yeah,
the biological parsley. So
yeah.
I was I purchased one of these things like the I don't know if you got it, but it's like a little pot with some parsley in it, so you can grow it at home, right?
Yeah.
So it was biological parsley. So I said to the cashier, I said, "Where
Mhm.
can I find the non-biological parsley?" And
Yeah.
she looked at me like, "Is water burning?" She said, I don't know. I said, well, me neither. So how biological could parsley be? I mean, it's a fucking nature project, right? I mean, what are we doing? What are we doing? Oh, we got grapeless, pitless grapes. I
Yeah.
need
That's the most boring.
one time to purchase fucking grapes, put the fucking in the ground, and then grow my own fucking grapes. No, not possible anymore. You got pitless fucking grapes.
Yep. Because here's the thing, what
I mean,
people, we're supposed to take a fruit and you eat it, nom, 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 and then you take the seeds and you put them in the soil and then you have new fruit. That's what you're supposed to do. So why,
right?
if we grow our, like I said, Joel, when I came here, he started throwing seeds outside the gym here, and he had the watermelons growing up. It was really cool, actually. Um,
Wow.
yeah, and it was. I mean, I was like, wow, is this what they're supposed to taste like? You know, I mean, it's pretty cool. But now, I mean, we can't even find fucking watermelons with seeds anymore. You know?
Oh, I heard a story back in the days, like not that long ago, that it's really good if you want to put seeds in the ground that you're first going to take them in your mouth,
Uh huh.
because now it comes a thing, because your saliva is going to mix with the DNA of the plant. But now comes the thing: when the plant is going to grow and give its fruits, it's going to give you the fruits that really matches your DNA.
Yeah.
No fucking kidding. That's so fucking wow. I I mean, if I listening to stories like that, I know life is fucking awesome. Really fucking awesome.
Some crazy shit going on, man. I kind of want to. I'm gonna go
Damn,
grab
yes.
a avocado and grab my child real quick, and then maybe we should wrap up because I gotta go train. I'm gonna let Bodhi come soon,
Yes.
and then I'm gonna show you guys the fake organic avocado.
Oh wow. That's the crazy stuff too with the avocados. So are they also with the bananas? Are they telling to each other like, oh, we've been picked now, so we're fine in the grocery store, but as soon as they're at home, they're gonna be filed in 1 or 2 days. Like, okay, but the rest of the bananas are still there and pretend to be green or yellow. But once they got home, they all turned brown, and the avocados, well, all that stupid stuff.
Oh my god.
What are you doing?
Well, I have my child here, so I'm trying to put my headphones on. Oh,
Oh, you got a little lizard?
maybe I have to. Can you go down? No, stay. Stay. Okay, he's like, okay, I'm gonna sneak out, mom.
And see, so can you learn? Does he listen?
Yeah, a little bit. Here he is.
What is it? Like a gecko, or what
Oh,
is it?
turn the whole. Turn the whole light. He's a bearded dragon.
A bearded dragon. Oh, you got a dragon too. Ha! I got my dragon right here.
He's a cutie pie. Look at the little cutie pie.
Damn, you found it or you bought it?
No,
How does that work?
I bought him in a. Why are you looking so funny, man? I bought him in a exotic pet store. Actually.
Okay. So is it gonna be a big one? So it's gonna grow a lot?
Yeah. They say about 2 feet.
Oh, that's huge, right?
Yeah. So when he's bigger, I'm gonna get
What
a.
does it eat? Like
What he eats?
avocado? Yeah, avocados.
Bugs, crickets, and worms. And I found a little ant the other day. He ate that too. And then salad.
Oh,
Where you going?
salad. Oh, wow.
He eats like collard
Wow.
greens and stuff. He eats a lot.
So what name did you give it?
Bodie. Where are you going?
Bodie.
Okay, here we go. Where are you going? He's so fun.
Wow.
I could literally just spend all day just looking at the things he do.
It's nature.
I know.
Right?
Where are you going? Over there. Come here. Sit in my hand. He's playful now. Yeah.
Wow. But they sleep a lot, right? I mean, they're just like
like 12 hours.
Oh wow. Oh, that's not too bad. I mean,
it's like 12 hours light on, 12 hours light off. He would just go lay down when he's ready for bed. It's really funny. He says like, "I'm ready. Turn the light off, bitch."
wow.
And this
wow.
is auto. So this is 2 weeks now. Like, do you guys see?
Wow. That's
like I could hurt somebody with this thing. Like, how long is? I mean, 2 weeks now.
Are you sure that's not like a projectile or like a hand grenade that somebody just
Maybe. I mean, it says organic, and it even has the Plu code that starts with a 9, which is supposed to be kind of the more legit kind. Yeah, I don't believe that's organic.
Oh, it's marketing. You know marketing for sure. So that's okay. We're gonna sell you this green cow. So they're all basically been lined up. So I was when I went in America to a lot of states or through some states, and then I saw these where they held the cows. Like holy fucking shit! That's like I think Hibbler made a video about that too. You're gonna turn into a vegetarian, like if you see that movie. That's like horrendous.
Well, I know that stuff,
Horrendous.
but I also here's the thing. Me and Hibbler always have conversations about this because I eat meat and he doesn't. And
Right.
well,
It depends on what kind of meat, the
I eat
intention, and what kind of meat.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. The intention. So I buy meat from a friend's farm, and I have a big freezer over here with half a cow. I also want to go shoot my own deer. It's going to be done properly. I'm gonna freaking, give honor to the deer. I'm gonna eat the heart, all the things, right? Like the things matter how you do things, because also if you kill an animal or raise them just to kill them, like that's also the energy you're eating, Oh my god.
Oh fuck yeah.
Don't oh, he wants to go down on the table. No, Bodhi. We're not going down on the table. He sees something. No, baby.
I don't know. I don't know in how
back.
far that they can
Bodhi,
communicate with.
where are you going? Where do you think you're going?
My
You see? I don't know where he wants to go, because yesterday I put him on the bed sometimes, and then he runs around a
Right.
little, and then I swear he was like, and then he fucking flew to the edge of the bed, and I'm like, "Wah!" like after him, because my bed is pretty high and I don't want him to fall.
What?
Throw myself and grab him, and he was like,
My God.
You want to fall down there?
I mean, you need to make a channel for him. He's gonna be a star. Bodhi, the bear dragon star.
Yep. Yes, I know.
It's so crazy. Sometimes I really think like, okay, I'm trying to get as much as valuable
Do you see
content
this?
out, not all the time.
No, 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 baby. I'm gonna go put him back. No, no, it's too much.
Yeah, you put it. How big is this cage? Couldn't be big. Cannot be big. Like this little. So it's gonna be. Now it's like this, and it's gonna be like that big motherfucker. It's gonna eat you for sure. It's gonna eat you, Maaxx. Once Bodhi is big and grown, he's gonna
He was
he's
about to
gonna
get
be like a Komodo dragon.
right. Well, no, now he
All right.
like he was trying to jump.
Wow. So yeah, thank you for having me. Not this is already also 3 hours now.
Yes, crossbreed grapes. What are they saying here? Those cotton candy grapes. Okay, no, there's people talking about the grapes. Yes, it's been a long time. I'm gonna go train, and I guess this post office is not happening today.
Oh, and your printer? You're gonna destroy it? You're gonna buy a new one?
I don't know, honestly. We shall see because it still doesn't work. It says account issue. I was like, go.
That's such a. I mean, if they can do that with a fucking printer, imagine what they can do with all this fucking stupid shit that you have,
Yep.
like your bank account and stuff like that. You know, like they block your card. Imagine that you're in another continent.
Yeah.
They couldn't tell you, oh, we're going to send you a new card. Well, where is it going to be? Oh, on your address that's been registered. Oh, 8,000 miles away. Thanks. I'm going to pick it up tomorrow, okay?
This is why this stuff is so ridiculous.
Mm.
Why we shouldn't have money or banks. And here's the thing, everyone to themselves. We did an episode on crypto a while ago. So as far as I know, you can use your crypto all over the world.
Yeah, I think there's a Dutch guy working on that. Is DDT Tayutu. He sold everything what he possesses in 2008 or 2009, I think it was. He sold everything and he bought only bitcoins. It was, I think it was like 900 euros or stuff like that back in the days. So yeah, he makes a lot of projects. El Salvador, I think, is one of the only countries, and what's it called, Mexico too, where you can buy a lot with crypto. But even if you have nowadays like a crypto card, like a Visa, you can have your crypto, but of course it's going to fluctuate your currency. You know, sometimes you have a little bit more, sometimes you have a little bit less, but you can pay perfectly with that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sure can. But thank you so much for coming, and we'll do more again soon after all my travels. It's fun, but somebody said, "Oh my God, Maaxx, I wish I could do what you do." I'm like, I got 3 more trips. They're just, I'm over.
It's exhausting, right? A lot of people do not know how exhausting it is, and
There's
especially traveling.
go somewhere and be there for a while. That's fine. But when you go and you're there for 2 days and then you gotta go to the that's not the same thing. It's not that fucking exciting because most of the time it's just transportation, and then you do what you gotta do, and then you transport yourself again.
Yes, that's that. I don't like that at all. Like if I'm going to fly for 18 hours, 19 hours, the stress on a fucking airport and all the security stuff and people. Oh, like, oh, fuck, there are people. Yeah. I mean, that's why I want to be very fucking rich, just to get myself a private jet and to fuck everyone up. So I'm a very social misanthrope. So misanthrope is a man. I hate people, but I can socialize once in a while. You know, just like, oh, hi, fuck off. No, just like, hi, fuck off. Yeah, that's it. Thank you for having me, Maaxx. I had a great time.
Thank you. Soon we all gonna meet in our new land, our new world. I've been creating it in my
Oh,
meditation.
yes, and we keep in contact about some stuff that we want to talk about with the things that you send it. Yeah, yeah, and if I may, I just want to be totally dirty, advertising myself a little bit.
Go ahead, please.
So
Why is that
I
dirty?
do podcast. Yeah, I do podcast too. So you can find me on Disorganized Productions on every platform available. I got a Rumble channel, which you can see my podcast in video. And to check all my links that I'm doing right now is Linktree Disorganized Productions, or go to my website disorganizedproductions.com. Then you
Yes.
get everything.
And all the links are going to be in the caption right down here after it's been posted.
Boom!
Which
Yes, sprinkle a little magic.
after we hang up the live, usually I don't know how long it takes the platform to process, but it auto posts automatically and shouldn't take more than maybe like 20 minutes tops.
Oh wow!
Yeah, that's why I
Wow.
live stream, because it saves it automatically right away. It just processes it kind of, but it's pretty quick. And then you don't have to do any
Okay,
extra work.
that's cool because I could do the same thing with Zoom, but then I have to edit all the stuff and
Oh, fuck
before
that.
it's
I don't
gonna
have
get
time.
out. Yeah,
No
but you
time
got
for that.
Apple, right?
Yeah. We'll see how
Okay.
long that's going to last, because I'm suing them too.
We should sue the fuck out of everyone,
Well,
right?
technically, Apple, I'm suing. It's, what are they called? Goldman Sachs.
Oh wow! It's just a little boy, right? It's just a little company.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, we're going to jump off. Guys, go get some Acemannan. Join the challenge. Save some kids. Go listen to his podcasts. Go and don't look into common law and sovereignty. And fuck the system. Fuck the system.
Fuck the system. Go fuck the system.
All we just need to be healthy and well and work on our demons so we love. We don't need a government. We just need to be good and love each other. I don't think we need a government to run us. If they don't poison us, we're probably not going to be full of demons, and we're not going to need that kind of leaders, because people think that, oh, if we don't have a government, it's going to be chaos. No, I think it's the complete fucking opposite. They just make you believe that they need somebody to control everybody. But if nobody has hate and everybody feels well and everybody feels love, everything will be great, right?
Right? Oh yes, fellow humans.
Yep.
That's it.
Just love to everybody.
That's it.
And good night, everybody. And now I'm going to go get some air and training and food. I'll see you soon.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.